welcome everybody to another edition of your favorite live stream wrestling podcast of the week. That is right. This is Tooney Talk Wrestling, TTW, and I am, of course, coming at you straight from the TTW Event Center. I am your host, your guide through the ocean that is professional wrestling. Dis, a.k.a. Dis. And we have quite a show for you tonight. We got a game. So I told you guys we were going to have any wrestling roulette. That is up and ready. Most of these are actually user submitted tonight, so that'll be a user submitted. Listener submitted, so that should be fun. We also have, we're going to be going over, as you saw from the thumbnail, we're going to be taking a look at the possibility of Cody Rhodes having his own Horseman type faction. We'll explain that here in a bit. We also are going to finish off a conspiracy theory iceberg for reals this time. And we're going to be doing our predictions for Saturday night's main event coming up this weekend as the start of something we're going to be doing from this point forward, where we keep track of our predictions. We haven't even figured out which one of us is going to be keeping track, but we're going to be doing that, and we'll have we'll do bragging rights and all that fun stuff. But I cannot do this show alone, so let me bring in my illustrious panel.
He's old and he's cranky in his favorite chair, yelling at the TV with that grumpy glare. He's always on, he's losing his mind. Online trolls talking trash, man, he's not kind. But we love our awful, through the grumps and the growls. Everybody shout it now. That's awful.
Awful Wrestling, how are you doing today, sir?
Hello. Guess what?
What?
Just real quick. My daughter and her boyfriend saw my intro.
Oh, they did?
She said, what the F is that?
Did her boyfriend go?
She
yeah,
cracked up when she
from?
saw the three white women, of course.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's fantastic. And I'm glad you're doing well. I guess we should just, I was going to banter a little bit, but I've been told we banter too much.
We banter way too much. 15, 20 minutes at a time.
Woo! Who wants to hear about us? Instead, we want to hear about this man.
Circle of sound, tensions ignite. Jake takes on the chaos, the verbal fight. Nice guy dropping pins on wrestling nights. Most famous on Tooney Talk, owning the mic. Lights, and he's Jewish.
Hey, I'm sorry, Jake. I said, all beard, damn it. Jake, all Jake from All Jake Takes On.
Shit's firing out left and right over here.
Beard got me. You ever do that where it's like you got it just at the right exact time where he's
Yeah.
right when I'm about to do something. That troll beard is messing me up. Hi, Jake. How are you doing tonight?
No banter. We're not allowed to banter. No banter. Right into it. My bad. That's on me.
We gotta talk about current wrestling. We got it. That's all we do. Just straight up what is going on
and
TV.
everything sucks. Everything's terrible. It's all bad. Right?
You know what? Let's start the show this week. Okay, guys, let's think. Okay, so we were on Tuesday so let's start by reviewing last week's Dynamite again. Come on, Jake.
Sure, why not? Thing. Let's do it. The show started with Jake with Chris Jericho versus Ciampa.
In the middle of the sandiest, hottest thing I've ever. Oh God, it's melting. I can't imagine how bad that must have smelled. The smell in that place must have just been ripe.
That's the show. That's all the show is now. We have all the results right here in front of us. We're going to go one by one. We're going to give star ratings. Are you excited about that, guy?
I can't wait.
Wait, we didn't pregame. What are we mad about this week? I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to be mad about. Shit.
Well, I will say this. If you are in the chat listening, make sure you are dropping a like. If you want to comment on what we're doing, go ahead and leave a super chat, and I will. You know what? I'm just going to get super chats as fast as possible now. I that waiting near the end of segments, it's always kind of, I don't want to say bothered me, but like I like getting the super chats as they are relevant, right? So if you have something relevant that you want to say, I will do my best to get it up as soon as you say it. But okay, so guys, do we want to update on? Let's save it. So we will have a bit of an announcement towards the end of the show. I don't know if I call it a full announcement, but just kind of clarity on where the show is going, specific dates that we can get into at this point, and stuff like that. So, also, you added stuff to the intro today. That was nice.
Yeah, it was cute. You know what I mean? Little flash. You know. Actually, it's kind of like a little teaser.
That's right.
If you will.
There's secrets. The code is the secret, and the secret. How'd that go? The code is the answer, and the answer is the code. Isn't that what Chris Jericho, when he came back with the
something like that? Yeah,
I guess. Hey, we got some super chats, my friend.
We do. I know. I was letting the joke sit for a second. We have Renosaurus for $5. Knight, Solo, and Royce as a 3-man team for SummerSlam is the strangest team I've seen in a long time. I mean, what an odd mix even for today. Now, I thought that was for Raw next week.
No, it's for SummerSlam.
It's for SummerSlam?
Yep.
Yeah. You know, okay.
Gotta fill that card.
Here's a couple things that I like. I like the fact that they're going full heel with the bloodline. I appreciate that. Just be heels. None of this tweener shit. Just be bad guys. I like that Royce looked great against Jimmy Uso last night. They just let him beat the shit out of Jimmy Uso, and I really liked that. That was necessary, especially after that piss poor performance on SmackDown last week. Yes.
Was it stiff?
I wouldn't say it was stiff. I mean, Keys is always a little stiff. You know what I mean? Like you could tell Keys is a strong guy. It always looks like he's hurting people when he's in there. Right. And LA Knight, he didn't stutter in his promo last night. That
reminds me of that.
He wasn't telling a long form joke. That's his problem.
He got his punchline out. Like,
he does these long form jokes that have this like long ending. He's just trying to get to the punchline.
So, out of all that stuff, though, here's the thing I'm kind of most excited for. Solo as a face.
Yeah, I liked babyface Solo a lot. I agree.
When did this happen?
Last night on Raw.
Yeah.
No. I know what had happened, but when did he make his turn?
Last night on Raw.
It was between
Didn't watch.
SmackDown and Raw. It was between Friday and Monday. Yeah,
like he teased it on SmackDown, and then he went full face on Raw. But I mean, like,
how'd they do it?
Okay, that's the thing. Is that okay? So Royce Keys was fighting Jimmy Uso. Jimmy was kind of fighting like a heel, you know, and kind of doing whatever. And eventually Jacob got to the building because he wasn't there before. Came in through the back. The camera followed him all the way from when he got into the arena until he got into the ring. He attacked Royce with a chair.
He didn't come through gorilla. He came around the side. That was cool.
Around the side. He attacked Royce with a chair, and he said, "I told you to stay out of my business. You didn't stay out of my business, so this is what happens." And then right when he was about to, and then he put the chair around his neck, and he was going to do the thing where he smashes it on his head. And then right when he was doing that, Solo came in, and Solo goes, "You know what? I get it. I get it now. I'm sorry. I know that you guys were trying to get me over here, get me to come to Roman, and I didn't understand it then, but I understand it now. And I'm back home. I'm back with the family." And he put his put his finger up. And then Jimmy put his finger up, and Jacob very, very reluctantly put his finger up. And then right when Jacob did, Solo's finger turned into a thumb, and he gave the Samoan spike to Jimmy. And he became a different person. Like, I've never seen a face turn happen with your facial expressions before.
Well, I was going to say it started on SmackDown, though, because on SmackDown, at the end of whatever the match was, but Jacob was attacking Solo, and he had him in the corner, and he put the chair on Solo, and he was screaming at him like, "I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get," and like Solo's eyes were huge when then he backed off of him. It's like, "We'll see you on Monday when you fall in line with the family." And Solo, like, his eyes were huge then. He's got some really good facial expressions. The kid's good.
I never thought that I'd want Solo to be a face, but he screamed face when he was in there. Like, he just felt like a face all of a sudden. And I thought he did a good job. Jimmy Uso, I texted you both last night. Jimmy Uso needs to get fat. It's time.
To justify his slow movement.
Yeah, everyone. No, his body wants to be a fat guy. You can tell. Look at it. His body. There's a fat guy screaming to get out. He's like Claire from Breakfast Club. Like there's a fat guy inside of him
screaming to get out.
Screaming to get out.
He's starting to dress like AJ Francis.
Yeah, exactly.
that guy, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, like, it's just, and somebody in the family has to go full Rikishi. You know, this is right. One of them's got to do it. And I think Big Jim, I mean, he's already nicknamed Big Jim. It's right there. You walked right into it.
And LA Knight kind of took a shot at Jimmy's divorce a little bit, or Jay's divorce a little bit on the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah. That segment I really enjoyed, but we're not here just talking about all that. It's a strange mix, but also that was the other thing too. I see something between LA Knight and Solo. Like there's this weird, and like just when they were standing next to each other, there was this weird chemistry there that I was like, what the hell is this? Why would I want? But it worked. I don't know. And
it's a good marquee matchup for a 2-night SummerSlam. It gets 6 guys on the card that are all stars. It works. It's like right when LA Knight came out, I'm like, yep, that makes sense. 6-on-6 in SummerSlam. Do it. Sold.
Well, Solo and Knight are two animated people. You know what I mean? Like a lot of facial expressions, kind of like an Odd Couple type thing going on. They could make it work. I mean, we'll see.
And Royce's, these past 3 weeks, he has gone so far higher up on my list. Like I think that guy has so much potential. Unfortunately, he's 97 years old. But
I was gonna go with 47. That's
whatever.
I mean, Rich head and the knees. Yeah, no, because he's
He looks good. Oh, and also, we'll talk about that a little bit later. I can't wait to see Big Cass come back in, but we'll talk. We'll talk about that in a bit. You and Cumia for $1.99. This show is more like ECW's Triple Threat. Wow,
all right.
What a compliment. I love that. I'll hold up the Triple Threat sign. Who's Bam Bam? Me, Jake.
I was going to be one of us. Was there a Jew in the group? I don't know.
It was Bam Bam Bigelow, Shane Douglas, and I am blanking on the third member. Who was the third member of the
Chris Candido, man.
Chris Candido, that's right. Chris Candido, yeah.
Chris Candidoberg. So Jake, you are
I'm Italian too. So that's
okay, man, I don't want to be Shane Douglas.
I'm not that tall either, so I give you Candido. He's short.
Thank you very much, Ewan. For Luigi-tron, as I like to say, for $2. Are you going to be fair with your critique this? No, I'm not. Thank you for the $2. I'm not critiquing anything tonight. So what we are doing, though, is we are going to be talking about a little hypothesis. So me and Jake talked about this a little bit last week. We kind of just mentioned it in passing. The idea that it's starting to feel like we're at the point where Cody is reaching, like he's got to turn heel. He's got to, and
he better.
I mean, they've been hinting at it for so long. SmackDown has a replacement for him as the top face on SmackDown. There's really no room for him on Raw as a face, and there's really nowhere else for him to go. And for years, if you go back and listen to interviews from Cody before he came back to WWE, he had always talked about wanting to make his Four Horsemen style faction. And and my thought process is that if he turns heel, that's going to happen. And I think that is probably going to happen sooner rather than later. But we're going to put that aside, all the predictions and that about when and how and that kind of thing. I don't know if it's going to happen at SummerSlam or later, but I do want to hear some ideas. I thought it'd be fun to talk about who could make up the Horsemen, who could be a part of this group that Cody's putting together. And I threw these people on here. I don't believe that any of these people are actually going. Well, that's not true. But this was not my official pick. I just kind of went with who would people look at. And I wanted at least one person on there that would make everyone roll their eyes. Like you might agree with Cody and Gunther and Triple H, but you're going to roll your eyes at Charlotte and Ricky Starks, or somebody might do the other, So I wanted someone that somebody was going to roll your eyes to. But I went with the classic Horseman structure, right? You have Ole, who is the veteran, the hard-nosed veteran. You have Arn, who is the enforcer. You have Tully, who is the young, technically proficient up-and-comer guy. And you had Ric Flair, who was the champ. And then you had JJ, who was the mastermind, the business manager, so to speak. And I think that is I know that the Horsemen themselves didn't stick with that structure throughout their entire tenure, especially when you get to the end when like Mongo was there. And
Paul,
they had
Paul Diamond.
Yeah, they had 3 Horsemen. Like there was a lot of time there where they mixed it up and didn't go with it. But I think that was the structure that they would go with if they did it today. And I see there's a lot of talk in the chat like, well, see, everyone wanted Cena to turn and he didn't turn. And I think the difference with Cody is that, number one, Cody's way older than Cena was when Cena was at his peak. When Cena was like, not way older, but a good 5, Cody's nearing the end of his peak, whereas Cena kind of his run lasted throughout his peak and before. So I think that also Vince isn't booking anymore, so you don't have we have to keep him heel forever mentality. Yeah. And also,
and there's a way deeper roster now. There was a point there when it was team, but
there was nobody ready else to take Cena's place. There's about 5 guys that could take Cody's place when he's done. And there's also like 3 Codys, really,
Yeah.
So I do think that it's a little different, but we'll see. I'm not saying this is going. I mean, I am saying this is going to happen. That's my, I'm whipping my dick out prediction, but I'm not. I'm just doing that so I can brag when it does happen inevitably. So
yeah.
Okay. So, but right now, let's go with. And by the way, okay, Logan Paul. That's the heel that has a podcast. Let's go with. Now, what did you guys consider? Because I didn't really give you parameters. So, like, Awful, what did you think of when you thought of how to pick your Horseman?
First off, I thought the idea was brilliant. I think the idea will be brilliant. Are you asking me who I think are the people that he should go with, or
no? I'm saying when I told you we're going to come up with Horsemen, did you go with the criteria of let's look back at the original Horsemen and find people that can fill that role, or did you?
Oh hell no.
Okay,
no, because you can't do it. You can't do it. It's not like any of the Horsemen had comical charisma, and there are too many wrestlers out there right now that are just like. None of them embody anything that Tully Blanchard, Arn Anderson, J.J. Dillon, Sid Vicious, or even Lex Luger did to a degree, or Barry Windham. Any of these guys. Anyway,
any of the originals. I'll agree with that. Yeah, especially
the originals. If I had to throw Cody in there with a group, I love the idea that he should be in there with the Vision.
Okay.
I think he should take it over.
So you're just now. I want to say, since we're already going into picks, I want to say that I firmly believe that Paul Heyman's going to be the catalyst. And even if they don't do the Horsemen, Paul Heyman is going to be with Cody Rhodes because, like you, Jake, do you know exactly what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The moment
and they've been setting it up for Heyman like. After SummerSlam, the fuck's Heyman got to do?
Yeah,
exactly.
What I mean?
Exactly. He's got nothing left. Yeah.
And when Heyman brought Gunther to SmackDown and returned the favor, he was in the ring with Cody, and he's like, "No, I'm not with Gunther. I just did Gunther a favor." And he goes, "But at some point, everyone comes to the wise man." So they've been dropping hints that Cody and Heyman are going to work together for a long time. And I think we are nearing that time. Now, so when you said the Vision Awful, so you think with Heyman as the Dylan role?
No, I think Heyman needs to be off television for a while and start writing. help get this thing back on track, or at least straighten out the the creative a little bit better than what it is. But yeah, Cody kicking out. See, here's the thing: I have Cody joining the Vision, right? Reworking them. He's going to kick out Maxine Dupree.
They just put her in.
Yeah, that's a.
Oh, they did. Okay, all right.
Like yesterday.
All right. Well, how about this? How about this? In time, he kicks out Maxine Dupree, and now you have that Otis, Austin Theory, Maxine Dupree dynamic happening.
Honestly,
okay,
you could
should probably tell
kick out
you
Maxine in Theory too. You could just kick the both of them out.
Yeah,
and you
both
would
of
be
them,
fine.
maybe.
Yeah,
because
they can go be a duo on their own.
Yeah, because you said you didn't watch Raw. So what happened on Raw was Maxine turned full heel.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw those clips.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was her full heel turn last night.
Okay.
And then at the end of the segment, well, when they came back from commercial, the Vision's backstage, and Heyman's like, "Yeah, she did so well. What the hell do you need me for?" And he walks away from the Vision.
Yeah.
So he's done with the Vision. So, I mean, you still have Bronson Reed who could come back, well, at some point, and he'll probably still rejoin them. But you could easily just take out
Austin Theory and put in
Reed. Yeah, and then have Cody in that group there with it, and that could work if you want to do that. I see. For me, I was thinking too, when I look at it, I know there's the Four Horsemen with JJ, but I kind of feel like Heyman would make sense if you want to do that in that role, but I also still think you could also do just like the Evolution style where it's just 4 people and there's somebody in the group that's a little bit more like the Ric Flair role too. So you got options.
Yeah.
But Heyman makes the most sense. I didn't even think about that with Heyman, but the moment you said it, I'm like, yeah, that's where that's going. You're right. That would make so much sense.
Awful. Would you keep? So you said, would you keep Austin Theory in? Do you think Austin Theory is the best one? Would you rather have Reed in? Would you do all of them? Didn't that before? Although the only reason I'm going with the Horsemen is because Cody has always been very adamant about, like, he was on AEW holding up 4 fingers. He's been always adamant that he wants his Horsemen. So that's the only reason I picked Horsemen. But would you do more people? How would you do it?
He probably needs a 5th. You know what I mean? Like, you keep Logan, you keep Braun, you keep Austin. You have, now that you mentioned it, you keep Maxine for a while. You also bring in Bronson Reed, of course. And dude, I thought about this so long. Ever since you guys brought it up, I was just like, oh, they'd have a great looking hand signal too, or a little gang sign, like the Vulcans. You know what I mean? Like, put your fingers up like that, or drop your pinky and your forefinger and just leave the middle and the third finger up, and now you've got a nice, cool looking Vision symbol, I guess.
Oh, so you'd stick with the Vision and everything. You'd stick with the
man.
Okay,
yes,
okay.
Absolutely.
Interesting.
Cody's Vision.
Okay, I get it.
Which would be kind of cool too, and that's because remember Cody and Seth had heat, and they worked together at WrestleMania 40. And Seth is the one who started the Vision, and Cody could take it over. You got storylines you could work out with that too, as Cody is the heel and Seth is the face now. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, when I was putting mine together, I actually do have some bleed over with you, Awful, but it's specifically with, and so I'll kind of go into mine here. And Jake, we can kind of go back and forth maybe. But my specific bleed over was Braun Breaker. Because Braun Breaker is kind of becoming the one that's left behind, right? Like, he's been injured a couple times. He had to take some time off. In the time that he took off, he got guys like Obafemi and Trick Williams, these guys coming in and just like becoming the talk of the town. And it kind of leaves Breaker in a weird spot where not only does he have that problem, but also Logan Paul's injured. They have to do something with the tag titles. It just feels, and I'm sticking with Heyman as their manager, JJ Dillon type. But I think it would do a lot if he came over and brought Breaker with him. The idea, like, I'm leaving the Vision, but I'm keeping Breaker. Breaker was the reason I was there in the first place. So I'm bringing him with me. And then Breaker can kind of reestablish himself in that group. So I do agree with the Braun Breaker part. Before I get any deeper, Jake, do you have anybody you want to throw in? You can go through them all if you want.
Well, I mean, no, Breaker's definitely the one that I think overlaps with all three of us, because that's for sure. Like, because Breaker, you need to have that, like, the young
the
powerhouse.
enforcer.
Yeah, right. And just like, and that role of the guy who's also like the future in the business too. It just makes sense. Plus, you also could kind of think of it as it could, in a way of having wrestlers with names that are in the business. So, you have a Steiner in there and you have Cody. Like, that's where Charlotte could make sense too, even though that picture was kind of doing it as a joke. It could make sense if they want to go that way with it too. So you got options. But Breaker, definitely. Breaker, and then I feel like Ricky Saints is the only reason he's around, is because he's going to join the group. Like, he was introduced to be part of stuff, and then when Cody turns, he's his right-hand man. Like, that, duh.
Beard said, laugh if you want, but my ideal group would be Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, and FTR, but that won't happen. Actually, FTR, their contract's almost up, right?
I mean, when FTR gave a shit, they could really wrestle. When they were allowed to, when they were forced to stay off social media and stop being idiots.
Yes, Break. But yeah, so he wants that. So we all have Breaker. So me and you have Breaker leaving the Vision and going with Cody. Awful has Cody just stealing the Vision, which I'm fine with. I
can see it. It would make sense. It makes sense.
So I'll go through the rest of mine real quick, and then Jake, will let you finish us off here. So I was going the strict, let's figure out, role for role Horseman, and I said Breaker was going to be my enforcer. I wouldn't do Ricky Saints, man. Jake, I know.
No.
I didn't say I wanted. I'm not, again. These are my predictions aren't what I want to happen. I'm just thinking what I think could happen. I never predict what I want to happen because I don't really care.
I think you could see a lot of how they see Ricky Saints by what happened on SmackDown, right? Where it's like Mello and Trick were having a match. Ricky Saints was watching on a monitor in the back, and then right when you think Ricky Saints is going to interfere, fucking Baron Corbin materializes into the world again and interferes in this match. That felt a lot to me like they're like, okay, Ricky Saints is not that guy, and maybe I'm wrong, but I think that when he was brought in, the idea was that eventually he was going to be with Cody, but I don't think that it was. I don't think it's gonna happen now. So let's go to Chris Connor's thing. Chris Connor for $5. Knowing this TKO, we will get a Danhausen Oddities group before they turn Cody heel and give up the merch. This creative hates big change. We'll see. I don't know. I think it's happening. I think because Cody's merchandise has been slipping. It's been going down. There's people that have replaced, like Trick and Oba are going to sell. They're going to sell. And Danhausen alone makes up for Cody's merchandise sales, right? If he turns heel, So
can I say just for about 5 seconds?
What's that?
So Elizabeth in Australia, I just have this to say to your son. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Can you download that?
Thank you for watching. I'm gonna try.
Download that. You can't add it. Jake, there's a link in the thing. If you could do it, I can't. If I do it, it'll mess up my StreamYard, so I can't do it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I can do that.
Hey, buddy.
So, where were we before? Should I show my cat? No, I'm kidding.
No, yeah, it was just
okay. So, I was going with the full 1-to-1 conversion thing, and in terms of the enforcer, like I said, I would do Braun Breaker. When you get to the JJ Dillon role, I thought about this for a while, and I thought about you need a veteran, you need a guy who's kind of grizzled. And where does that work in WWE? And there's so few choices. And the one I kept landing on, and somebody who really has nothing going on right now, is Finn Balor.
I mean, but he just became a babyface.
Yeah, but he doesn't really have anything going on.
Yeah, no, I get you. I get you.
Faces and heels doesn't really mean anything right now.
Yeah, no, I get you. I get you.
So that was my thought with that. And then in terms of the breakouts, the Tully, the guy who is a good performer, who will, and Tully was kind of all of the Horsemen, Tully was the most charismatic, besides Flair, obviously. But you know what I mean when I say he was like, he was the most swarmy guy. But I didn't really go for that. I just thought of somebody, okay, who needs this? Who's young? Who's a good worker? And I kept coming to Montez Ford.
I mean,
not the worst idea. Division could use some color.
The Vision could use some color. That's a good line.
It's colorblind right now.
That's who I like I said, that's who I kind of threw in there. I thought the Finn connection because Cody and Finn in New Japan with the whole thing. And I'm not going for Evolution. And I know that some people keep thinking Evolution. I am not thinking Evolution. I was thinking Horsemen. So
yeah, no, I get you. No, and those are all good. Those are all good parts of it. I guess I'll go a little bit differently then, just for shits and giggles, even though I wouldn't think this would be right, but I want to just do it for fun. The anti-AEW crew. So Cody, Saints, Royce Keys is your enforcer, and then throw in, I don't know, Ethan Page.
Yeah. I kept
you could do it. You really could. I was trying to squeeze him in. Yeah.
I was so close to just putting Ethan Page and Rusev.
I like fours. Yeah. No, I don't think you could have Rusev too. Here's the thing though, is I really do think the idea one of the ones that you said there was really smart with. I forget which one. Oh, Finn Balor. No, it makes a lot of sense. Even though they just turned him babyface, it makes a lot of sense for that connection with it there. I could see there's a lot of different options for it. And they could also be turning somebody who they could be bringing somebody back. Like you could have the return of Kevin Owens this way.
Somehow. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what I don't. I tell you what I don't want. I don't want Sami Zayn.
Oh God, no.
I don't. I don't want. I really don't want Ricky Saints. I just don't like. At this point, I think Ricky Saints has proven that he just can't. He had a good match against Trick. He does better in those matches, but he needs to start from the bottom. He needs to be like Kit Wilson level. You know what I mean? Like he needs to prove something.
Well, and that's where you could put him in the group as basically the group's lackey, like the one that always, you know what I mean? Like that.
The just incredible of the group.
Yeah, I can see that. Nice. Well played. You know what I mean? I can see it working now. Like this is your last chance. Like you get in and get with a good group who can teach you and do well. I don't know, but I think Cody will. If he loses at SummerSlam, the turn will slowly start. I think it happens sometime either in the fall or end of the year would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, and also that's the other thing too is I think that the reason that I'm picking right after SummerSlam is because I think they wanted to get the first. You can do Cody versus Punk, face versus face, and then to give them a reason to have the rematch, one of them turns heel, and then you can have a different. That kind of seems to be how they go. Usually, is like we'll do the face versus face match first, and then one of them will turn heel, and then we get a reason to come back to it. They've done that a few times in the past few years, so it makes it. And turning Punk heel doesn't make any sense to me.
Oh yeah,
I can't think of a reason in the world to turn CM Punk heel.
No,
so,
and the fans are more behind Punk than Cody. Like Cody on Friday, that's probably the least crowd reaction his song has gotten in like 2 years.
And it's because he was in there with Punk. Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and that's what I'm saying. It's like now you got Punk, and Punk is going to make Cody's reactions look bad every time.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that's what's going to happen. So. Yeah. Oh, Beard. Okay, I gotta pull this up. Beard, I was so close to putting that in the thumbnail. Make Brandy the female of the group.
Who told you it was open mic night, bitch? The single greatest moment.
I was so close to putting that in the thumbnail, but I couldn't fit her in, and I thought Triple H would piss people off more. So I kept Triple H there. But Brandy, I think
Brandy.
I don't think they should. I would laugh very hard if they did, though.
She's got 2 kids to take care of. She's a busy lady.
Right. So
they can be added too.
Yeah, throw them all in there. Why not? screw the Horsemen.
Cody's family gets the double wide bus. They get the big old bus.
Throw Pharaoh in there and all the dogs. And
I'm pretty sure Pharaoh's dead. I think Pharaoh died.
No. Pharaoh did. don't think Pharaoh died. I know Larry died. I don't think. Pharaoh
yeah,
died.
but they retired Pharaoh a while. That dog was old. I think that dog might be done.
Poor guy.
Yeah, he had a good life, man. Huskies have a good long life, but yeah. It's gonna be interesting how they do it because I can see what you're saying of doing it. It just feels so still soon to do it because like there hasn't been like they've done a little like teases towards it, but they haven't really like hit you in the face with it like they normally.
See, I think honestly, I think the Cody heel turn. I think I have been hitting us in the face with it because since WrestleMania, all of his storylines have revolved around the fact that Cody Rhodes has so much power and he's able to make his own decisions, and that's not fair to everyone else on the roster. That's been his entire story arc since WrestleMania. Through Gunther, through Sammy, it's all been based, and even before that with Drew, it's all been based on how Cody has too much power. He's unstoppable, and it's because he has the corporate machine behind him. And when that's like I said, so to me, you've been building this for what, 7 months now, 8 months, really since Drew beat him back in September of last year. And I think that I think we're right there, man. I think we're before that actually, because I think they'd even teased it when he was fighting Cena at SummerSlam, So I think we're closing in on it, and WWE has also realized at this point that you don't need to be a face to sell those t-shirts. I mean, look at Roman, look at Trick. These guys are selling a lot of merchandise. Trick I don't think Trick is a heel anymore. I think
Trick's a baby face now. Yeah.
Now, yeah. But up until like 3 weeks ago, he was a heel. But I'm saying I think they realized that Brock Lesnar, you don't need to be a face to sell merch. You just need to be at that level. And I think Cody is at that level. So I think you can take that, excuse me, take the idea of him being a face out of it. And I don't think WWE would miss it. In fact, I think that next year, if you make that your big storyline to go through next year and carry the company, I think that's a good direction to go. It's different. It's fresh. And it can do a lot. Anyway, yeah, awful.
I think this turn is coming quickly. I think it should happen at SummerSlam. I really do. Like, this is where you have to turn up the heat. That ticket sales have been sluggish.
Yep.
Why not give the people who have paid something to go home to and be a part of something big? I mean, goddamn. I can see it now. Cody turns, right? The clips and the whole shebang about it. Yeah, that can carry you for the next 6-7 months right into Saudi Arabia.
And the stories that go along with it are insanely interesting. Like the idea that, like, you know what? Sammy was right. Drew was right. All these guys that have said that Cody's been manipulating the system and using power and doing all this stuff behind the scenes,
right?
100% correct.
And all of a sudden, you've got some baby faces in them.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Trying to wrest the company away from Cody's greedy claws.
And then you got a War Games immediately. You got Cody and his group versus CM Punk and Drew McIntyre and Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens if he's back. Like, there's plenty of meat on this bone if you go this route. And WWE needs some meat on the bone because they have Oba, and Oba and Roman is going to, when Oba beats Roman, it's going to be a landmark moment. But you have a whole other show and a whole other roster that you got to worry about too. And Cody having a heel group and carrying that through, I think that's what could kind of bring not so much bring people back, because I don't think people are like rushing out in droves, but reignite.
You can sell your business a little easier. You might even be able to justify the high ticket prices, because I know for one, I told you guys last night during the text, like, yeah, that would wake me up. I would watch. I would be like, yeah, I've got to see how they're going to follow this up on Raw or SmackDown or whatever.
Yeah,
got to.
And you're talking about like ticket prices. I mean, ticket prices I think the get in the door price at SummerSlam is only $85. They at least as of once they lowered the prices in the past couple weeks. So they're already realizing like, yeah, we gotta make changes, and the biggest change you can make is that. And I think that I know you don't think so, awful. I am fairly certain we're getting Roman versus Rock at WrestleMania next year.
Oh my fudge! I know there's a child watching, so yeah, man, come on!
Saudi,
I don't want to see it.
It's I don't want to either, but it's Saudi.
It's
Saudi.
Yeah,
and not only that, but it's Saudi. It's ESPN.
All right, I'm writing
Disney.
that down. I'm making note of that for as your prediction. Rock versus Roman.
Well, and we don't want to see it, but there's a large section of people who do.
Yeah,
because remember. Obviously, yeah, like the momentum for most people wanted Cody to take over at 40, but like there was a bunch of people that were Rock fans that were really pissed about all of that. And, there is a giant market, and that market is 100% Saudi Arabia for Rock versus Roman. I 100% think that's happening.
Yeah, I think we're getting
just because of the location. If they were still doing it in New Orleans, no, I wouldn't think it was for sure happening. It'd be on the table. But in Saudi, duh. That's just
because I think they'll pay Rock.
You're running out of Rock years. Yeah,
I
running out of Rock
pay,
years.
Yeah, they will give Rock whatever he wants to do that match.
Seriously.
Will he be counting the lights though?
Rock? Yes.
Okay.
He'll lose to Roman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? if
then he's got to go. He's got to go because anytime that he's there after WrestleMania, it's going to really take a lot of the things away from what we believe Cody might do and his group or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And a whole bunch of other storylines. Make this whole thing be like a one-off type thing.
Yeah.
Maybe Rock comes back 4 or 5 weeks before WrestleMania, talks about taking back the bloodline, or you're not the real, and all that shit. Make that a story in a vacuum outside of everything else. Have the match. Rock goes under. Now we continue on with all the other shit.
Yeah, and I think Oba takes his crown at Survivor Series. That would be that gives Roman, that clears his slate, that he can go off and do other things, and then you can have Oba versus Drew, whatever you want to do. I don't care. So we are now, so that's where we are sitting on on Cody's Horsemen.
Maybe Cody takes over the bloodline. There's another one.
There you go.
So it's Cody's bloodline.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Sure.
Please.
How do you guys think Cody's heel turn will go down if you have like a scenario in which he turns heel that's also surprising? Because I do have one.
I have one too.
Well,
do you have one, Jake, or do you not have one prepared?
Not one prepared. No, I thought you were saying how's the reaction.
I can't help but think about this stuff without my mind going there. And my thought was all about Heyman. My thought is Heyman comes out during Punk and Cody, or he gets involved leading up to it. At that point, he's already done with the vision. Brock is retired. He's got nothing left. And he comes out during that match. And the story is the announcers play up like, oh, he's going to beg to get back with Punk. This is him trying to find another meal ticket, and it's that he, after losing everything, or after giving up the vision and losing Brock, he's going to cling on to Punk because it's all he has left. And then however it happens, you find out that Heyman was with Cody. Whether it be interference or whether it be Heyman slips Cody the brass knuckles or whatever, you find out that Heyman was actually with Cody, and the Punk stuff is a red herring. You can even do something before where like Heyman sees Punk backstage. He's like, "Hey, maybe I'll come out and watch your match tonight," or something. Something like that. And then it turns out that he's working with Cody. That's how I'd do it. But what were you thinking about, Awful?
So first off, just a quick question. CM Punk and Cody are teaming up at Saturday Night's Main Event. Am I incorrect on this? Or?
No, they're teaming up. That's where they're going to start. That's where they're going to realize they hate each other. And yeah,
right. Who's their opponents again?
Gunther and
Sami Gunther. Yeah.
Damn, it kind of puts a crimp in my thing. But here, SummerSlam happens. Punk and Cody are going at it. Somehow the Vision comes down and just interferes. Maybe a schmaz or whatever. Cody grabs a chair, fends him off, powders him out of the ring. It's Cody. CM Punk is laid out. Cody's got the chair. He's pretending like he's going to fight off the Vision. Punk gets to his feet. Cody waffles him with a real live chair shot. And there we have it.
Yep. That works too. Jake, you got anything
So you're
in
saying
mind,
Cody
or-
wins? Okay.
Oh,
No,
Cody's
well,
win. Cody wins.
Oh yeah, Cody
Cody is
wins,
the
yes.
champion. You
Okay.
cannot do this. You cannot do a group like this without Cody as the champion. You can't do
Right.
it.
I get you. So you got a couple of options. Another easy option that they've done a bunch is the masked man. You know, somebody coming in, with the balaclava on and coming in and attacking and helping Cody, and Cody like not realizing it. So then you can still kind of build towards it. Like he can act like he wasn't a part of it, but the whole time he was. Or what you could do is have Punk beat Cody, and then Cody just fucking snaps. Like at the end of like the credits go up, like it's over, and like as it's like you're gonna cut to black
When Punk
Cody
goes to shake his hand.
and they're shaking hands, and like even like they're hugging or whatever, and like the camera pans back, and then Cody goes full on with like a live round to the groin
and destroys him.
Yes, and just goes like tears up the ring, tears up, and like and like you've got Michael Cole, Cody, what are you doing? Oh, and he's like beating him up at the. So that was my initial thought when you guys said for it to happen, because then Punk still has the belt, and then you can automatically have the comeback match of Cody attacked him, blah blah blah, whatever, how you want to do that.
Beard said that's exactly what. Yeah, Beard said that's exactly
all right,
what's
there we
happen,
go.
Jake.
All right, see, me and Beard are on the same page. There we go. There.
But what you should,
I always love that guy.
But what you shouldn't do is don't give out any sort of teasing at Saturday night's main event. You know what I mean? Don't put that dissension in the air. You want this thing to be a total shock come SummerSlam.
So you're going, they work great together on Saturday.
Like they work great and they win.
Oh yeah. Okay. Absolutely. Like a well-oiled fucking machine.
Okay. I kind of dig it.
Like hitting heart attacks and doomsday devices,
choreo grappling, tandem wrestling.
No, but like real tandem wrestling, like the Hart Foundation and like the Road Warriors, like real, like the better, like having a better match than the Bucks could ever. Yes, I'm so sold on that. Yes,
almost make it a parody of current WWE, where it's like not only are they friends, they're best friends. They love each other.
Yeah,
they're doing that shit on the house shows, as you can see. I don't know if you guys saw the clips, but like Cody's got Punk on his shoulders. They're being love buddies.
That's one of the reasons
this can work.
That's one of the reasons that I looked at and I said, "There's no way Cody's going to be a face very much longer." Like that is
getting it out.
He's getting it out, and he's like it feels like a guy who knows that he's about to turn heel, and he's having fun with it at this point. He's like going, I'm going to be silly doing that kind of stuff, because you realize this isn't just Cody turning heel. Like this has been going on since AEW. In Cody's head, this is one long story that's happened from the time AEW was created until the time he turns heel, because that was his plan in AEW, was that he was going to be a face forever, and then he was going to turn heel. And then you find out once he turned heel that he had actually been a heel the whole time. And those are the breadcrumbs they're dropping right now in WWE with the power plays with Heyman, with those kind of things.
And with him and Heyman talking about, like having promos about it too. They'll tie this all the way back to when Cody left, and like Heyman reached out to him. It's this would be great. Oh yeah, no, I'm sold on this. And even if any one of those 4 ways, because I mentioned 2 ways, any one of those ways could work out, and this could still work. Whether Punk leaves with the belt or Cody leaves with the belt, and if you start the group fully on SummerSlam, or if you slow burn it or whatever, but start it there. There's a lot of options. I like this.
I swear. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. You started first. Go ahead.
I'm struggling to find a way in which you make this heel turn as shocking, as surprising as CM Punk's return. Like you had no idea it was coming. If Punk wins with a roll-up finish, or even if he gets him with the GTS and he puts out his hand and helps Cody to his feet afterward, you can kind of see that shit coming. Is there a way that this can be done where it's just like, holy shit?
No, I really think if they did it that way, where like you've said, and make sure like at Saturday night's main event, they show clips from the house shows, and like you said, they almost squash Gunther and Sammy at Saturday's main event because of how good they are as a team. And then you have good segments on SmackDown leading up to it, where it's like, may the best man win and all that. And then you're literally ending that show with Punk winning and Cody being like crying almost in his arms. Like, I love you, buddy. You're my best friend, man. And it's camera pans out. You get the executive producer Lee Fitting and Paul Levesque, and then bam, Cody hits him with, and then you have to have Cody literally go ballistic for like a 10-minute attack on Punk, where he's just beating him with weapons or whatever, the chairs and getting him bloodied up. Just because then it would be like you have that moment of, and that would work well on video packages later, where it can cut to black and white and the deep music, dun dun dun. Like that's, if you want it to be a big shock, I think that's the best way to do it. But I really think any way it could work, where if you have Heyman coming out and being a part of it, if the Vision came out and looked like they were going to mess with it all, but then it was, Cody was the leader of it and they turned in that could work too. Like the Vision come out and makes it like a, they help Cody win and he doesn't realize it. And then they're going to attack him. But then at the last minute, they all attack Punk. I could see that working
right.
too.
Neckbeards. Yeah. I hate the idea. We all know that Cody might turn and all that, but I hate the idea of that kicking the nuts shit.
Yeah. I don't want
think,
to kick in the nuts.
Punk. I think,
that's
Cody
a Rock
and
thing. That's that's a Rock, Brian Gewirtz, like that's there. I don't think
Cody and Punk hug, maybe fucking Cody walks out the ring. Cody actually gets out the ring and lets Punk have the ring, and then maybe a close-up shot of Punk raising the belt and all that, hard cam style. And then you just see a forearm or a punch come out of nowhere, and then the hard cam just like pans out real quick. It's just like, oh my God, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like it's got to be shocking.
He gives like a hard chop to a knee, like just comes in, like you see Punk and then just like he's fucking shot.
Or you know what? You could do it similar. You could do it where it even like it doesn't even happen on SummerSlam. No, no, I don't think so. I mean, if you want to go for realism and shock, the idea of doing it like at CM Punk is doing a interview after the show or something, I think would be better for that. But then I also think that you're asking people to do too much work. You know what I mean? Like you got to do it where they can see it on the show. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I think we're getting there. I think that Cody wants it. Cody wants to be a heel. He always talks about how he wants to be a heel. So he'll do it.
Remember when Brock came back and he was lined up with Cody for about all of 15 seconds? Yep. That's how it should be. Yep. Something like that. It's like, oh, shit.
After SummerSlam, Gunther comes out and he's ready. He's like standing next, or he's saying that he deserves the next shot at CM Punk. And you think you're just getting a regular SmackDown segment like nothing else. And Gunther starts beating him up, and then Cody's music hits, and Cody comes out, and Cody's going to help Punk. And then he beats up Gunther, and then he goes to help up Punk, and then he just beats the shit out of him. Something like that, maybe. Yeah, I do like the misdirect.
So many options.
Yeah, but whatever it's going to be, like I said, I think Cody wants to be a heel. Cody will be a good heel, and whenever it happens, it's going to be. I'm going to support it. And I know there's a lot of there's a lot of people doubting it in the chat, but I'm telling you guys, it's coming. It may not be right away, but it is coming very soon. We are going to move on though, because guys, I did a lot of research today. So in the middle of taking care of a cat and dealing with all that stuff, I've sat here and I've gone through the last bit. Well, not the last bit. The last bit we're doing on This Is Awful because it's completely unhinged. But Jake, pay attention. Oh wait, real quick, Awful. Do you want to pull that picture up real quick?
Sure, it's there for you to see, I guess.
Down here.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
It wouldn't let me.
No, I got
it's
it.
Not letting.
It wouldn't let you.
I think we're all hitting it at the same time.
Yeah, no, because I was gonna have the other one. No, because you put it up this one. Because I hang on. No, I grabbed a better one. I just grabbed a screenshot of it.
Oh, okay, there you go.
There you go. Nice and clear.
Elizabeth, thank you. Elizabeth's son. I'm glad you're enjoying the show. You're now a star. Hopefully
from down under.
Hopefully Elizabeth is okay with us putting this on YouTube.
Hope we get some Nike to sponsor some more onesies for that kid.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Right, there we go.
So that's so awesome.
Thank you to our youngest fan. Do we have his name? Do we know his name?
We don't need to know his. We're gonna dox the little boy.
Well, I don't know. I didn't want to insult them by not
give the sickos a reason.
Name, so
the hell.
Don't.
But yes, I went through it and I did
don't near anyone with one of those jackets. Don't go anywhere near one of those jackets.
I did a lot of research on the I'm moving my mouse cursor around for the boy so he can no, he's not a cat. What am I doing? Anyway. Anyway. All right, so we're gonna go through the last completely unhinged one is gonna be on This Is Awful, but we're gonna go through here. And I've done a lot of research on these. I have everything we need to know. So let's take a look at some of these. First off, we have Inoki and Great Antonio was a work. So do you guys know what that is? Do you know what that's referring to?
Yeah, where he beats the shit out of him.
Yeah. Awful. Do you know what it was referring to?
Yeah, I wish I would have known because couldn't we play some clips of that?
I don't know. I don't know
who owns that.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. Regardless,
and
if you want to look it up, it's
very litigious.
We've all seen it, especially if you grew up in. That was one of the first videos that, like, I remember going on to like not Napster.
Well, and they talk about it. They talk about it and show it pretty decently in the Dark Side of the Ring Inoki episode.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, because it just beats it. And Inoki tells the story to beating the shit out of this guy.
So the theory in general is that it was a work that was done to make people fear Inoki. That the whole thing was, Inoki wants to be feared, and so he's going to do this. I don't know.
He needed that aura back in the day. I thought he already had it.
That's the thing. That's what I think. I agree. I think he already had it, and I think people who say this don't really understand that situation. Jesus was a Hulkamaniac. That's pretty.
I believe it.
That's jobbers are speedrunners. That's a joke about the idea that jobbers aren't actually bad. They are just speedrunning matches, so they're actually good. It's dumb. Rest hold boners. Okay, I want to talk about rest hold boners.
I bet you do.
Does anybody understand?
Bet you do.
Rest hold boners.
I mean, it's like, well, there's in their tights where there's the
explain it.
Andrade just had that where like the tights bend out. And it looks like your dick's bending
By the way,
out.
if we get a super chat because I have to blow it up full screen, so if we get a super chat while
I'll let you know.
Sure
I'm on
let me know. So there is
explain this. Yeah,
this
please.
Is not just like I bet they get boners when they. No, there's a theory that the only reason there are rest holds in professional wrestling is because guys, while they're actively wrestling and rubbing up against people and their blood is going, that they get erections, and that the rest hold is it's one guy telling another guy, we need to take a second, I'm getting a boner. So they lay down on the mat and they do a rest hold.
Oh yeah, they talk
so
about
their
it.
blood slows down so that they lose their boner.
There's that more rhythmic movements of the body.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
That's the only reason rest holds exist. Is
Yeah,
because
okay.
of boners.
No, nobody has to catch their breath or anything. Just straight boners, all boners.
That's amazing. I can believe that happens. I can believe that happens on indie shows and things like that. They probably put them in a headlock and start thinking about baseball just to like cool them off.
So
Chris Benoit.
The next one
goes back down.
Only wrestlers with 5-star matches go to heaven. This actually isn't a shit post. There was a poster on Reddit at one point who said he made a post about how he thought that Dave Meltzer was basically St. Peter for wrestlers, and that his match ratings was actually the judgment from God on whether or not they would go to heaven or not. And that only those, so if they got 5 stars, it was because they were going to go to heaven. And if they didn't get 5 stars, it's because they weren't allowed in heaven.
So Dave Meltzer's new movie, All Bruvs Go to Heaven.
So
Good Lord.
I know.
Yeah,
Opadian, R word,
great
hypnosis. I wasn't. Is that how you pronounce it? Ophidian?
I have no idea. I have no idea what that.
Ophidian. So he's the Egyptian character in Chikara who would hypnotize opponents and make them dance. The only thing that I found out about this was that there was a thing. Somebody said it was a joke where he did that to women. I think this was a shit post. Table matches are from space, also a shitpost. Americans can't wrestle, also a shitpost. Stone Cold. So it seems after this we get into the more serious ones. Stone Cold Buddha. That is somebody who said that the Stone Cold gimmick was based on Buddha, and that actually, if you line up Stone Cold's beliefs and what he fights for, and what the things he does, that it actually aligns with Buddha, and that's why he shaped his head is to be more like Buddha.
Well, tell us more about this.
I don't have more. They didn't get very clear about it. They just said that that's about. They didn't get too deep into it.
On some of those statues, Buddha is holding up a Steve Weiser. So,
there wasn't
there's a lot of statues in China, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I found the original post, but they kind of they said it was just like somebody said, "Have you ever realized that the Stone Cold Steve Austin character is based on Buddhist principles, and that if you break it down, Stone Cold is actually trying to be like Buddha?" And then people were like,
and nobody broke it down.
People were like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And then he didn't respond. It was one of those things.
Just threw it out there and left.
Yeah. The next one is a 420 Chan joke, and I had to edit out because show or say that word. So we're just gonna skip over that. It was mainly just somebody who really apparently likes 4chan. AJPW sigil. So this one, okay,
yeah,
okay. Let's see. The theory is that a while ago, I don't know. Let me see if I might have the actual time here. In the 1990s, All Japan Pro Wrestling went through its legendary Kings Road era. The promotion was dominated by the 4 pillars of heaven. To make the wrestlers easily identifiable to fans, All Japan promoters Giant Baba assigned each of them a very strict, distinct signature color for their ring gear and entrance jackets. Masawa wore emerald, Kawada wore warning sign yellow, Kobashi wore burning orange, and Tao wore deep red. The theory is the specific color blocks on their thighs, the structural geometry of the All Japan logo, and the patterns of the ring ropes were not marketing choices. Instead, they were magical occult sigils, symbols used in demon summoning or chaos magic. It asserts that Giant Baba was an alchemist who used these sigils to cast a spell over the Budokan Hall crowd, forcing the wrestlers into a trance state so they could endure the life-threatening head drops and suplexes without dying.
Oh, Lord.
I can believe this. I can believe this.
Continue, Awful. I want to hear what you have to say.
I mean, if Homie was interested in maybe stories about what happened at Altamont, or has any working knowledge of how subliminal messages go, hell yeah. I mean, I can definitely see at least the color coding. Color coding has been involved with alchemy for a long time. I mean, red has a specific visual purpose. Yellow, blue. Listen, for a while, this man right here, this crazy black man, thought that the WWE was practicing some of that type shit way back in the day. Now, of course, it wasn't on a week-to-week basis, but it'd be like, see, they do it on a very surface level, sometimes during them, my biggest example would be Shawn Michaels Undertaker at WrestleMania. Like, one was wearing white, the other one was wearing black. They have the ability to do these types of subliminal things on a weekly basis. I wouldn't put it past All Japan Pro Wrestling to have like some soothsayers in their camp that would be like, hey, this might be a good idea. It might work.
The theory actually goes
I'll try anything once.
The theory actually goes deeper. That involves like if you actually break down some of the matches, that they were satanic rituals in forms of matches and stuff like that. But without bringing up the matches and watching them, it's hard to really kind of get into that.
Do you think one of them got mad like Steve Buscemi and Reservoir Dogs? I don't want to be Mr. Pink. You be Mr. Pink.
Fuck you.
Right.
Nah, none of them were Mr. Pink. They all got decent colors.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Okay, WWE signed the wrong Mystico. Now, does anybody know this one?
I mean, I know of it. I know that there was 2 of them, and they both don't they
Not
both?
well. Okay, so let's. There were 2. Okay, so Mystico is Sin Cara. He was Sin Cara in WWE. For anyone who didn't know, it's not that there were 2 Mysticos. It's that because Mystico was under a mask, the theory is, because remember, Sin Cara came, Mystico was like the biggest wrestler in Mexico. Sin Cara came to WWE and he was terrible. And he botched over and over again. He couldn't even get his entrance right. And they ended up replacing him with someone else, right?
Yes.
So the theory was that they didn't actually know who Mystico was because he always wore a mask. So Mystico replaced himself with someone else and let him go to WWE while Mystico just stayed home and made money and didn't do anything for 3 years. And that's why the Sin Cara that we had in WWE was terrible. Was because Mystico tricked someone else into putting on the mask and going to WWE and wrestling as him.
They did the Prestige on him.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, I should have done the Prestige. I should have done that.
Yeah.
So
that looks like a tweet, and right below that tweet, it would probably have a Mystico botch. It's just like WWE signed the wrong Mystico. They got this botch fest.
Bushy Road rules the world. So, do you think this is serious, or do you think it's a shit post? What do you guys think?
I hope it's a shit post.
Awful. What do you think?
Bushy Road rules the world? No, come on now. No. AAA rules the world.
No, it's CMLL. Get it right.
Yeah. The oldest one. Yeah, gotcha.
No, it's what Dave says.
Oh. Actually, it's kind of real.
Explain yourself.
I don't know. I'm not saying that it actually happened. I'm saying there are people who have thrown this out there that
that makes it real.
No, I didn't say. I meant the theory is it's a real theory. It's not a fake, because some of these are just complete jokes that get made up for the iceberg. This one was actually like Woo RNG's blank are the real Anons. That's something that was made up for the iceberg. Someone actually has posed the idea that Bushi Road rules the world, and that it has to do with the Illuminati, and it has to do with Japan, and it has to do anime overlords, because they control mainstream anime and trading cards and mobile apps.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea is that they are using those things to brainwash the Western children into buying more from them and giving their lot, like wanting to be a Japanese culture, and that wrestling is part of that.
They rule Tony's world.
Yeah, like they brought in the Bullet Club in order to appeal to Westerners because they want Japan to be the highest authority in the world, that kind of thing. So
first the Nintendo, now
first Nintendo, then Pokemon, now the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
New Jack incidents were a work.
Oh God. Were we just picking anything at this point?
The conspiracy theory argues that New Jack never actually went rogue, and every single one of his infamous horrific shoots was a highly coordinated work designed to make money. According to the logic of the internet, the legal cover-up is that skeptics point out that despite allegedly attempting murder on multiple wrestlers multiple times on camera, New Jack never spent serious time in prison. For example, the stabbed wrestler William Lane dropped all criminal charges against New Jack out of nowhere. The theory claims that promoters paid these victims off to keep the storyline alive and avoid exposing that the blood and injuries were heavily staged and controlled stunts. Vic Grimes told the story. Hold on, wait. The theory gained massive traction because Vic Grimes himself later came out and claimed that the scaffold attempt on his life was a work. He alleged that New Jack merely fabricated the "I tried to kill him" narrative during shoot interviews to protect the terrifying gimmick, and that they had discussed the spot before the match. The theory posits that New Jack was simply the smartest businessman in wrestling, a man that realized that if the internet truly believed he was a psychopath, he would be a permanent, mandatory draw for hardcore fans.
I would believe that New Jack would be based on everything that you just read. I wouldn't believe that they were works. I would just believe that New Jack was a CIA agent.
Okay. You're better than most of the internet.
Yeah,
that's better.
I'm sure.
That's better than what they came up
yeah.
with. So this next
Manchurian Candidate.
This next one Texas Dingo versus El Diablo Fuego.
God damn.
I have a hard Fuego. I have a hard time with Spanish. It's Lost Media. Now, let me just show you a clip. Can I just show you a clip here?
Sure.
This exists. So let me show you this clip.
Vivo a través de internet a los luchadores que se están preparando para el gran evento de esta noche. Hola, señores, ¿me escuchan? ¡Te voy a comer, cabrón! ¡Voy a comer cada pedacito de tu chiquito, flaquito cuerpito!
Why are they magic
Voy a comer
cards?
tus ojos, tus sesos, tus tripas y tu corazón!
What I kept thinking when I saw this was, did you ever play those WCW games for PlayStation, like Nitro?
Yeah.
Where like they were like they cut promos during the character select
Who's
process.
DDP gonna cut the bang on? Yeah. Why is he crying?
Will rip you limb from limb and eat you like it's Thanksgiving in the savage jungles of the world. Your flesh will be left smoking with humility.
What's going on? Why is he in interest?
This is Texas Dingo.
Why are they magic cards? Where is this?
Scorched by the intense heat of my flaming power, which I wield with a fearsome dexterity of a hellspawn surgeon. God himself will cover his eyes, cowering in the safest corner you can find, weeping omnipotent tears of indefinite despair. How he will long for my mercy, and oh, how he will wait. You're not worth it, El Diablo, for such a title, and I will show you this day in front of the eyes, ears, and souls of the universe that the true Diablo is
He's breathing like
Texas
that.
Dingo.
¡Te voy a matar, cabrón! ¡Soy el diablo! ¡El gran campeón!
What is happening?
¡Lo escucharon aquí!
What is happening?
Okay, awful thoughts.
I didn't say too much during this whole thing because I've got a confession to make.
What?
They filmed that in my basement. some years ago.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say, "I am the Texas Dingo."
Well, it's clear, gentlemen, that this has already consumed his gummy. Jake is, I'm sure, already bombed. I'm the only one that's
I'm
sober,
trying.
sitting here like I don't get it.
No, I'm like reaching over my desk to get bombed. I gotta wash that out of my sight. What is?
Yeah, dude, give me
there's
2
not
minutes.
enough
I'll be
bleach
right
for
back.
There's not enough bleach for my eyes in my house right now. What have I?
I need the same thing. You and me, Admiral Norwal. You and me.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
It is actually agreed upon, heavily agreed upon by wrestling researchers, that this clip is from a lost unaired television pilot or promotional reel shot around 2009 or earlier. The Federación de Lucha Internacional is a fake name, a play on FILA, a real amateur government body. Excuse me. Neither Texas Dingo nor El Diablo Fuego were real professional wrestlers. They were actors or local workers hired for the day to shoot the pilot alongside Fernandez Gil, who is actually, I believe, in Lucha Underground. And that is actually where Lucha Underground found him and hired him. The thing is, no one knows what this was shot for. No one knows where this came from. No one knows why it was made. There's no other footage. There's no match. There's no wrestling. These two aren't wrestlers. There's nothing that goes along with this other than what you just saw. That's the only footage that exists.
Okay, right. But the guy, the announcer, is the announcer from is
Lucha
Dario
Underground.
Cueto. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
so he's real. So he's
Yep.
somebody that's in wrestling. Why was the one guy so into it and the
I
other
don't
guy
know.
was so not into it? Like they couldn't be more of a dead guy. There couldn't be more like a
So
Like,
it does. The conspiracy theory does get deeper about that. Like maybe
What
this was
the
some kind of
fuck?
like fetish video, or
This-
maybe like the guy was being held captive. Like there's a whole bunch of weird theories that sprint off of this, but the main one is that we just don't know where this came from. We don't know why it exists. It's just here, and that's what we have to go by. There's no other information. So if anyone has any information about this, let's break this case open.
God.
But
for now, know why they were magic cards. That didn't make
yeah,
any sense to me.
I think they were going for the. I don't know. I really don't know. I really have no idea. As we were saying earlier, though, I am trying as hard as I can to keep track of the super chats as they come in. Jake is going to let me know while I have my screen full screen. So if you have anything to say, let us know. Drop a super chat. We will read it live on the air as you send them to us. Awful is still not back, but we will keep going because the next couple, I mean, Marty Jannetty's Twitter, that's a shit post, obviously. It's just because Marty Jannetty does a lot of stupid stuff on Twitter. Comedy wrestling is a shoot is actually kind of a weird fan theory that exists. It's the idea that all of wrestling is actually staged except for the comedy parts, because with comedy you have to like react with, you have to work with the crowd and get the, and that there's improv involved with comedy, whereas there's not as much improv involved with wrestling. This kind of goes along with something we'll get to later about whether wrestling in general is real at all. But it's the idea. It's the idea is that everything in wrestling is planned except for the comedy portions, because that's improv, and improv is not planned. So,
what the hell? That's
know,
exactly
dude.
what goes on in professional wrestling.
I know.
That's professional wrestling. What the hell?
It's not the groundlings here, guys.
Yeah. Wrestling sleaze is 100% true. That's pretty self-explanatory. If you want the wrestling sleaze list, go back and listen. We did a whole This Is Awful episode on it. Brooke Hogan would have been the next Akira. So that's obviously a shit post. But Bryan versus Shibata. So this is Daniel Bryan versus Shibata, right? There is a theory about this that is a glitch in the Matrix. Okay.
That's the theory? Oh, God.
So
that's the lead theory, is that it's a glitch in the Matrix.
Well, because I mean, number one, it was supposed to be a dream match, and they fought on a random collision. But so let's go through. Do you want me to go through the logic? I can.
No,
go through
you're
the
good.
logic.
No. I'm gonna out myself. I definitely thought you meant Brian Alvarez.
Oh, no, Daniel Bryan, Brian Danielson.
I get it now.
Yeah.
I get it now. I just didn't initially. See, this is my brain's still back on that thing we just watched. I don't understand what was going on. I'm still so confused. Why was he standing there going?
So this is an actual conspiracy theory. People are. It goes along with like the Mandela effect and stuff like that. So Bryan Danielson,
it was on a random Dynamite because of Tony.
Right, yeah. But Bryan Danielson was forced to retire by WWE in 2016 due to a severe history of concussions, brain lesion, seizures. Shibata suffered a near fatal subdural hematoma in 2017 after delivering a real unpadded headbutt to Okada. Doctors had to temporarily remove his skull to save his life, and he was permanently banned from competing by New Japan Wrestling. Because of their nearly identical medical tragedies involving brain trauma, a match between them was deemed completely impossible. The conspiracy theory argues that their match on AEW Collision in March 24 was never supposed to happen in our original reality, and serves as proof of a timeline split or somewhat of a reverse Mandela effect. Okay.
What?
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
The theory jokes and sometimes half seriously argues that the wrestling universe shifted into a parallel dimension where brain injuries work differently. Internet theorists use Bryan versus Shibata as the ultimate baseline example of an impossible match, a match that could have never happened but somehow did. An event so medically reckless and unprecedented that it feels like Tony Khan coded a video game match directly into reality. That's the theory. That's it.
Sure.
I love stuff like this, by the way. This is I love people who think this hard about things. I think it's fantastic.
And yes, Jay, I did. It was I had it. They put it back, but they had to clean it and get a little stuff on it. It's fine. It's all good.
Vince's mother is a lich. So, just because she lived to be 101, people thought that she was never going to die.
Yeah, shit. Well,
Ricky-
I mean, that seems to be what that family does.
Ricky Dozen was a Norwegian. So do you know the whole thing about Ricky Dozen?
I mean, I know that I know who he is and that he was actually Korean.
Right.
But
Yeah.
Japanese. Yeah, but not Norwegian.
There's no evidence or anything to back this up. It was probably just a joke, but there was a whole like meme at one point where he was actually a Norwegian pretending to be Korean, pretending to be Japanese. That it like went through another step.
I don't even think he took a Norwegian cruise.
I don't I don't know, dude. Now, Mexican clown wrestlers. Any thoughts, any ideas, any guesses as what this is?
I mean, I've been watching a decent amount of AAA, like, with Psycho Clown and the other guy.
Right.
That's all I got.
This actually involves the Insane Clown Posse.
Oh no.
So in the late 2000s, there were internet rumors that alleged that a AAA originally created the Psycho Circus as an unlicensed direct ripoff of ICP. The theory states that when the group began gaining international attention, ICP's legal team threatened a massive trademark lawsuit to avoid financial ruin. AAA allegedly scrambled to change the name from Zombie and Killer Clown to Monster and Murder Clown. Retroactively erasing any hip-hop influences from the entire presentation. There's also a theory about Psycho Clown's real-life identity as a close... that he was actually a clown, and some believe that he is someone different. But the main thing is just the ICP thing, that the reason they changed their names was because ICP had a secret lawsuit against them. And there's
a secret lawsuit.
I don't know.
Lawsuits are
Well,
public.
it's Mexico. It's Mexico, to be fair.
All right.
So, things happen. And then there's
so what you're telling me is there's a Mexican Jack Pfeffer out there.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And then
Just
there's
switching up names and gimmicks.
There's also a very fringe theory that believes that the Mexican clown wrestlers are. It goes along with the whole idea that clown isn't a disguise; it's a race. That people are born as clowns and that they're evil and that we don't act. So there's that too. So I don't know exactly which one they're referring to, but those are the two possibilities.
All right. Yeah.
Otani's third eye is just that he was a good wrestler and he has had a third eye. No big deal. Wrestlers controlled like puppets. I thought this was
okay. Next,
I thought, no, this goes into MK Ultra. Awful.
Okay.
Oh no.
Keep going.
I knew
Awful
I'd
is
put you over.
intrigued.
They had a congressional hearing on that shit just last week. So I'm interested.
It alleges that high-profile WWE superstars are subjected to corporate psychological conditioning or hypnosis so that they will never break character, never strike for better pay, and are willing to destroy their bodies for entertainment.
So close, but yet so far.
Theorists will point to clips of wrestlers staring blankly or looking intensely robotic during entrances as evidence. They are operating under hypnotic trance state controlled by corporate handlers using hidden audio frequencies from Gorilla into their theme music.
Okay.
So
I'll tell you what, that has legs.
Okay.
That has some legs.
Why do you say that?
Because we know about music and subliminal messaging through music. I mean, how many times have we listened as wrestling fans? How many times have we probably listened to like wrestlers' theme songs? I'm trying to really think of one. I know this is.
I got it. Can I give you the best example?
Sure.
Can I give it?
Sure.
Oh, that's hypnotic.
No, I don't. Yeah, that's hypnotic. But there's nothing like demonic about it.
Like that.
What do you think about demonic?
I think the best example I could think of, and it wasn't even demonic, but it was just like, you know how you get the words mixed in translation. You think it was one thing, and then WWE music puts out the actual song or whatever, and it's just like, oh shit, I got that shit all wrong. The lyrics, like Randy Orton's I hear voices. God only knows what the lyrics are in that thing. And it's just like, once you look them up, it might be like, it'll be something crazy. Like, what's that? First off, what's that even doing in a wrestling song? What do we?
I know the lyrics
terrible
and
example.
I know
I'm
the
gonna need some
reason.
research.
But there's a video about it. The band, because the lead singer of the band followed him around for a while and took notes.
Yeah, the only reason.
It came to me. Okay, Chris Benoit's Titantron. There's like a 0.3 second shot of Chris Benoit like yelling, and then he turns into a child. They superimpose a child's face on him, and I'm like, what the fuck was that all about?
Really?
You know what I mean? Yeah, check it out for yourself. I wouldn't lie to you. They're in the Titantron, like it's a shaky movement of Chris Benoit like screaming maybe into a mirror or whatever.
Right.
And then for like a brief moment, it's a child's face screaming into the mirror. And then they shoot back to Chris Benoit's face. If I'm lying, I'm flying.
Hey, can you guys talk about this for another minute while I go pee real quick?
God damn it, and his piss breaks. Listen,
you know what?
have a cup
Why don't
right
you guys
next
play
to
your
you.
I'll keep going. Yeah,
Why don't you guys
keep
play your
going.
game? Why don't you guys play the game?
No, not yet, my friend.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jake. He's a host of a show.
I haven't done my
got it.
research, so I don't know where these. I don't know the research on these.
Oh, well, we'll spitball. What's the next one?
Misawa unalived himself.
Well, is he dead?
I would assume so. I'm pretty sure, unless there's
He's alive and well and living in Honolulu. Who knows?
Well, and then
I'm
is
not
that
sure.
one of those? Is that one of those things where it's like a fake person where they were like
Right.
replaced? No, yeah, he died. in
Ooh,
2009.
I like that one.
Yeah, no, those stories are always fun. What is it? Who is it? Avril Lavigne. She was fake and replaced. We talked about Paul McCartney recently. That was another one.
Who else did I see was apparently replaced?
There's a couple of them.
Isn't that something like a few celebrities?
Yeah, and it's just like this random thing. The Ultimate Warrior is the most wrestling one of them, and literally, it's just no, dude. He had to stop taking steroids.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
and he got a goofy haircut.
The one I was thinking of, and there was a recent one people were talking about. It's Jim Carrey, where like in the interviews and the clips you see of him now, it seemed nothing like what he was years ago. I'm like, yeah, I just think he did a bunch of
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Probably had some facial reconstruction surgery or whatever.
Right.
Who
Or
knows?
like he's on Ozempic because he wants to be able to eat whatever he can have. And so now he looks weird. You get that weird Ozempic face, you know, like you just get those weird.
Michael Jackson, of course. A lot of people speculate that he was killed and switched for a mannequin, essentially.
For a skeleton. They painted a skeleton.
Right.
I am now. No, I did. It's always an odd theory, but no, Misawa definitely is dead. I don't know how he died. Let's see here. Let's see what
is dead, and
Yeah,
let's
all right.
go to the theory.
All right, perfect. There.
Sorry, I can't pee in my basement like Jeremy the Quartering, but I can. So, okay, let's go to the Misawa offed himself theory.
All right.
So we all know how Misawa died, correct?
No.
Right, it's like the
didn't know he
suplex
died.
one, right? He's the one who died from the suplex, essentially.
Suplex, yeah.
Oh,
he
okay.
died. Yeah, he died from a suplex, got rushed to the hospital, and ended up passing away. The theory is that in his final years, Misawa was the owner and president of Pro Wrestling Noah. The company was struggling financially against New Japan Pro Wrestling. Misawa knew, and their top star Kobashi was sidelined with cancer. Misawa knew that he was desperately injured and shouldn't be wrestling, but he felt a corporate obligation to keep headlining shows to save his company and pay his staff. Because he knowingly chose to keep taking dangerous bumps while in a life-threatening physical condition, people began framing his final years as a literal corporate mission. 2 years before his death, Misawa actually penned a private letter to be given to whoever his opponent happened to be if he ever died in the ring. The letter essentially read, "I'm sure you trusted me and were doing your best, and I betrayed that trust. I'm very sorry. Still, I want you to
Bonsai!
Still, I want you to continue wrestling," because he actively anticipated his own in-ring demise and wrote a preemptive apology note. Fringe internet theorists distorted this into a theory that he actively orchestrated or desired his own death.
Yeah.
Dude, they have a 3,000-year-old culture. It wouldn't put it past me. Like, I heard that sort of thing is honorable.
Yeah.
You know?
And yeah. I mean, that's the, I think there is something to that one. I'm not saying it's for sure true, but if he wrote a letter to the person who killed him in the ring, you know what I mean? Like, you can't, I calling that like fringe and crazy is one of the reasons that that piss me off about conspiracy theories. It's like, I mean, it may not, it's probably not true, but thinking that it might be true doesn't make you crazy. Like, that's kind of a clear thing that would make you think that, you know?
Yeah.
So that one, I don't know. Scott Steiner is not on steroids. What do you guys think? True or not true?
Do not research. I like that.
Dude.
Do not research.
I gotta be real with you. I'm not saying that he wasn't, but I have seen people who look, well, not quite as. But see, listen, if you go back, Scott Steiner was always fucking jacked. Yeah, he was always jacked. The only difference is that he didn't have veins.
That's actually awful, and that's actually what the theory is. It's that people assume that Scott Steiner got very big suddenly in the late 90s, which is not true. It's just that they weren't in a position where they were kind of like showcasing those muscles. And once they were going to be in the position, WCW paid for a experimental procedure in which Scott Steiner would actually have muscles implanted on top of his muscles.
I don't believe that. Peaks on peaks.
Yeah. Steroids is easier.
And that is because it's true. He never failed a drug test. That is true.
See? Yeah, dude, there are some people. There are some people that are real fucking health freaks, and I wouldn't put it past Scott Steiner for being one of those people. Just really watching his diet. I mean, there are some real obsessive people out there.
He went bonkers. Like, it also, he went physically insane. Like, he went insane for a while.
His character did. We don't know that Scott Steiner did.
I've heard some stories.
So, what do you think about the story? Do you guys know the story with him and Triple H with the steroids?
No.
Where the WWE sent him a message or called him and said that we want you to get drug tested. And he said, "All right, have Triple H come pick me up in the limo. We can go together."
Yeah. Oh yeah. I heard that.
And they didn't drug test him after that. Yeah. So, I don't know, that was funny.
Yeah, and then when they really got big into the drug testing was when Triple H was out injured and he came back flabby as hell. Yeah. He was never really the same with that. Yeah.
So we're going on to the bottom, at least the bottom level for our purposes here. The original La Parka. So there is a theory that the second La Parka, remember how La Parka lost the rights to his name?
Yeah.
And they made a different La Parka, and then La Parka kept being LA Park. There's a theory that the guy who took over his name is actually the original La Parka, and that LA Park is the fake La Parka, and that the fake La Parka killed the real La Parka because the new La Parka died in the ring. So it would be that the old La Parka killed, or the second, I'm not sure. Okay, I lost track. The second La Parka killed the first La Parka after he reclaimed his name so that he could get it back, and then ended up not getting it back. I don't know. Honestly, the funny thing is though, the ones that involve Lucha Libre, I'm kind of like maybe. Like, I don't know. You know, like,
yeah, man.
Sure, man. I don't.
Why
shit
not?
is crazy down there. I don't know. Sure, that could happen.
Yeah. When there was 3 La Parkas too, there's weird shit.
There's true significance of Relic. We actually went over this already. Rod McMahon. Does anybody know who Rod McMahon is?
Vince's brother.
Yes. Does anybody know the theory involving Rod McMahon?
I mean, only that he was when Vince offed himself in character, that Rod was supposed to come in and replace him, but they didn't do that because of Benoit.
There was a rumor at one point that was going to happen. That wasn't ever like, The theory is that Rod McMahon and Vince McMahon are actually twins, and that they each play the part of Vince McMahon. One of them is a amazing booker, a genius promoter, and the other is a tyrannical, out of touch bastard. And that you never know which one you're going to get, whether you're getting
that
Vince
other
or
Magic
Rod.
movie?
Yeah,
That other, it's like the Prestige, and there was the other one.
What was that other one called? The bad one, the one that wasn't as good.
With like Christian Bale or whatever. Yeah, but they came out like the same time. But that's the other one.
Yeah, that's the other one. Exactly. Yeah. So that's the Rod McMahon theory. I don't really know why. It's also
stupid.
Okay, there's another one that fans genuinely believed for years, that Roderick Mann was a fictional alias, and whenever a mysterious new authority figure or higher power was teased on television, internet forums would jokingly predict that it would be Vince's dead brother, Rod. They treated him like an urban legend. They thought he wasn't real for a long time because they never saw him, and then he died. So I don't know. E-feds are real. So this theory's weird. Do you know what E-feds are?
Yes, that's what Tony Khan did for.
Okay. So this is not a shit post. This is a theory that it gets into a weird. Okay, it basically proves that what we see on television are actually the best things that are booked in E-feds, and that people sitting at home in their basements running E-feds on computers are actually running the real wrestling company, and that wrestling companies are stealing from them. The theory claims that it goes further to claim that major television companies are secretly owned and controlled by a bunch of random hyper obsessed teenagers and internet nerds sitting in their bedrooms operating a massive hidden text-based E-fed. The meme states that real life wrestlers like Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, or Jon Moxley are merely physical avatars or creators selected by these online geniuses. The bizarre booking decisions, sudden heel turns, or weird championship changes on live TV aren't corporate strategies. They're a result of a user on a message board winning a forum promo contest and demanding that their character gets a push. There is a branch of it that believes that...
Oh, no.
There's a branch of it that believes that the WWE 2K games add to this, where the WWE actually mines things from WWE 2K players as they play, the characters that they make in creator wrestlers, and use them to augment their wrestling.
Holy
product.
shit. They're using WWE 2K as the Akashic Records.
This is
like some sort of Matrix gathering ground. It makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. Listen, I mean, if you know anything about how Facebook was formed,
it's true.
You know what I mean?
It's true.
Man said, I got a way of bringing everybody in. I did this shit. I did what the U.S. government wasn't able to do for 50 goddamn years. Bring everybody, get all their information, get all their shit, and now it's ours. Now we put a TM or a copyright on it, and now it's really ours. In fact, even more so, if they sign up and they agree to our terms, now we really got them. So yeah, I believe like when you do, probably I don't believe it. I mean, I'm trying to make comedy here, but it makes sense that like
it, man, you convinced me. I was there.
I just don't want people to think I'm crazy, especially Liz's little son there out there in Australia. But
he's probably moved on to Peppa Pig by now.
Yeah, he's asleep. Yeah, I believe that you can mine, like it's free reign. If the WWE is short on characters or like need a name somewhere, you don't think that there's a WWE 2K database where all these chomps came in there and put in their shitty ideas for names, and WWE has got a huge, gigantic database of everybody's
okay, you know what? When you say it like that, I'm kind of in. The idea that like the 2K thing, I believe. The idea that I think the E-feds thing is just a cope by internet nerds who believe that they're more important than they are.
Yes.
But when you say the 2K idea, the idea that they're taking data from creator wrestlers, seeing what people want and using that to make new characters, I buy it in a second. I think that they could have easily gone into the WWE 2K26 game and gone, wow, a lot of people are buying those creative wrestler versions of Baron Corbin. I mean, I guess we could probably bring him back in, or downloading the creative wrestler Baron Corbin. So if we brought him in, we could probably just sell that and make money off of it. So come on, Baron. I can absolutely see that. Absolutely.
Think of your you don't have to say it, but think of your favorite WWE creative character name, right?
Nas
5 years from now. Holy shit.
That is since I was 12.
But think about that. And now think about like 5 years from now. Somebody comes out with your name.
Yep.
And you probably raise the roof like, oh my God, somebody took. Nah, bro. When you paid for this game and you said, I agree to these terms and
conditions.
Yep. Exactly.
Yep.
Dude, I can see that happening.
100%. I'm with you. You won me over on that, Awful.
Yep.
Okay. We're going to skip over the
We got a
March
super
Injury-
chat.
Oh, we did? Okay, bring it up.
Yep. There you go.
You and Cumia, $1.99. Hit like and subscribe. WWE needs a major reset. Thank you very much, Ewan Cumia.
Yeah, Ewan.
Please
hit that like
subscribe,
button.
hit the like
Please,
button.
we
Yeah.
appreciate all of your super chats. Okay,
Where you been, buddy?
Yeah, we're gonna go to the. We know. We're gonna go to the. Mark Jindrak was he was in a group called that, and then they went to Japan. And
No,
they
he
came
was
back.
insufferable. No, that was the other one.
Jim Cornette is right. That is a troll on AEW fans. Canadian wrestling doesn't exist. There is a theory about this.
Oh no!
So this goes into and we'll get into a
Too
little
hard
bit.
life, just waste.
We'll get into a little bit of it later, but the idea is that Vince invented Canada not Canada, but Canadian wrestling, because people like territories weren't selling to him. So he made it look like territories were selling to him by inventing Canadian wrestling companies that sold to him. And then he would take American actors like Bret Hart and those guys and bring them in and claim that they were Canadian heroes, and try to make people. It was a way to get territories to sell the companies to Vince, and then and then he got deeper into it in the 90s with guys like Edge and those guys, but. That in the mid 2000s, he decided that he was tired of it and he didn't want to do it anymore. And that's why he started revealing their true hometowns, which is why Christian changed to being from Tampa, Edge changed to being from Tampa, and Chris Benoit changed to being from Atlanta, Georgia, instead of Canada. And it was Vince. It was actually Vince admitting that there had never been any Canadian wrestling scene.
not that they had moved to the States because it was easier for tax.
Right.
So.
Vince always believed it was still New France.
So
only the history buffs will get that one.
Vichy France?
the
British North America.
The CIMA cult theory. It connects the legendary wrestler SEMA to the strict monitorship of the dojo environments of Dragon Gate. So basically, it's saying that Dragon Gate is a cult. It's saying like Dragon Gate, and then the Oriental Wrestling Company, the one that AEW was going to work with for a while, that they are actually a cult. They are famous for their grueling military-style training. The theory suggests that SEMA wields almost an absolute control over his students, molding their wrestling styles, personal habits, and public behavior to align with his vision, and that they worship him. Well, there's a scandal that we will get to on This Is Awful, about a monkey that we will talk about then. But after Dragon Gate, he helped launch China's Oriental Wrestling Entertainment. He brought a group of loyal trainees over. The abrupt and secretive closure of OWE. The AEW was going to work with them. Suddenly, they decided not to, and that caused rumors that the promotion operated more as a misplaced cult-like compound than a sustainable business, leaving young wrestlers stranded.
I'm sorry. What is SEMA?
He's a wrestler. SEMA's a wrestler.
Okay, from where?
He was the trainer for Dragon Gate, and then he opened the Oriental Wrestling Entertainment, whatever that was. So,
Well, I mean, How is this so hard to believe?
I know.
Old ass culture. There are some things that they do that we just don't understand.
No,
I respect it.
You know what I mean? I'm not rolling my
Listen,
eyes at this at all.
Don't defend yourself, bro. You don't have to. I mean, no one's accusing you of saying that.
No, I'm saying I agree with you. I'm not rolling my eyes. I think this is the idea that
it
Japanese
seems totally
students,
viable. Yeah,
the idea that Japanese and Chinese students worship their trainer, 1,000% makes sense to me. I believe it
dude.
every day of the week.
When you think about it, isn't every goddamn indie locker room a cult?
Yeah, I've seen
one form or fashion.
Yeah, that's not crazy.
We watched one of them.
That's true. We did watch one of them. How about the fact that this is a fact. Wrestlers are holograms. Wrestling is fake and wrestlers are holograms. That's a theory. It's a real theory.
You're not real.
But it doesn't really get any deeper than that.
We've got a super chat.
We do? Okay, bring it up. CM for $5. Any more reason to say Bret Hart was an overrated bitter hack? I'm all for it. Fake Canadians. Yes, Canada is fake.
Long live the crown.
Fake Canadians just popped me. All I said just that really popped me.
Now, beard is real because Canada isn't fake. Just the wrestler. There's no wrestlers in Canada.
Yeah, it's too cold to wrestle up there.
Right.
It's too cold.
They couldn't possibly do it.
Hockey, Tim Hortons, and that's it. No wrestling. SCTV too, I guess.
I didn't really. I kind of kept wrestlers and holograms, and there are no wrestling schools in the same category, which is basically wrestling is fake. You don't need to go to school for it. The buildings are money laundering schemes. It's just there. You don't. It's all fake, and that when you go into when you try to get trained in wrestling, they just beat you up until you leave because they won't actually bring in new people. All wrestlers are Nepo babies, or they're brought in by their friends. There's no such thing as a regular person becoming a professional wrestler. That is
there are no wrestling schools.
Yeah. Awful. Okay, we're gonna skip M. Dickey wrestling games. That's just silly. It's just about how M. Dickey. Every time you look for wrestling games on like the Google Play Store or anything, you get 1,000 of these M. Dickey games. And the idea is that they're used for mind control. It's kind of boring. And if you don't know M. Dickey, then it's not that big of a deal. Awful. You're going to like the next one, though, and I want you to talk about it. AEW is tax funded. I think you could probably explain this one.
Why'd you put me on the spot? I can't explain this one.
Okay.
What's the context?
The context is
it's tax funded.
Okay. So the idea is that Shad Khan gave Tony Khan money to start AEW and run AEW. Shad Khan's line is basically he will give Tony Khan any money that he is able to get from tax subsidies in his other businesses. He will not give Tony Khan money that he actually earned. So therefore, all of the money that he's getting, it's like half of the money that he said that he needed for the stadium in Jacksonville is actually going to Tony Khan to run AEW. Some of the money that he gets from his patents from taxes is actually going to Tony Khan to run AEW. And that we are the ones paying for AEW, not Tony Khan or Shad Khan. That's the theory.
Like the stadium.
Yep.
Wow.
I mean,
basically every time Tony Khan needs to sign a new wrestler or make a new deal, Shad Khan figures out a new way to get money out of the government, and then he gives it to Tony Khan because he won't actually spend his own money on AEW.
Here's why I hate this conspiracy. It makes no sense. That's like the 6th level of finances for like AEW. We can't even find out how much these motherfuckers make, or if they've turned a profit. We can't even find the basics out right now because they've got that kung fu grip on, privatizing all their finances and all that.
That's really where it started too, was the fact that they release no public numbers. We have no idea who owns what part of the company, all that kind of stuff. So
we kind of do. We kind of do based on lawsuits.
Right. Well, this is also a couple of years ago too. This was made a couple of years ago.
True. So. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. I've given up on like saying shit like that because it's just like we can't even figure out we know they're not making money, because we know that if they were making money, it would be screamed from the rooftops,
right,
by all these goddamn IWCNN pundits.
They would be showing it if they were making money.
Oh yeah, definitely. Xerox print,
right?
Microfiche,
bank statements.
They'll use all available tools of media, pigeons.
All right,
railroad.
Let's get through these last three here. Countries where Impact is held sacred. So that's
like
just,
cows.
Well, Impact. Okay, so TNA. For those of you who don't know, there is a weird segment of the world where TNA is like huge, and the conspiracy theory is that it's the paper and politics theory. The promotion's foreign success was an elaborate illusion manufactured through free corporate ticket dumping, television network manipulation, and exaggerated data to make TNA look like a threat to WWE, while the internet. So the idea is that they weren't actually as successful in England and India and stuff like that as they said they were. They were just, it was part of a global conspiracy to take down WWE, basically.
Oh God.
Which goes into Rock King. WWE wouldn't go to India, so India went to India, and Sony went to TNA and developed the Rock King promotion promotion as a way to stick it to WWE, and that basically any government that wants to get back at WWE was using TNA to do so. WWE wasn't bringing big events to Europe, or England. So England pretended TNA was more popular, therefore making WWE want to come to England. India did the same thing, so on and so forth. So, and then, I mean, it's not it's not insane. That's not insane. Not like the next one, Gangrel's Fangin' and Bangin'. So Fangin' and Bangin' is the name of Gangrel's podcast. Yeah. It's also the rumor would be, the theory is that it is also they are sessions that Gangrel holds where he brings women into parties, making them because they believe that he is just a fun wrestling vampire, and then he reveals that he is a real vampire. And
that's what I wanted it to be. I really wanted that to be that. When I saw Gangrel's name on there, I'm like, yes, I wanted to be a real vampire. Yes.
And that he drinks their blood and has sex with them and makes them his slaves. And
interview with the vampire, but it's Gangrel.
But it's Gangrel.
It's Gangrel.
And also, it is backed up by the fact that Gangrel was a porn director for Vivid Entertainment. And he made a movie called Vampire's Lust.
Okay.
So
are you stating facts right now, or is this still the part of this conspiracy?
These are facts.
Okay, these are the facts.
Okay,
these are facts.
Those are facts. Okay,
I was signed unaware as a director with Vivid Entertainment after his WWE contract was over.
Interesting. I did not know. I did not know that he had any.
So that the theory. Now the theory is it doesn't. Nowhere did I find a place that states that he is actually a vampire who is immortal and stuff like that. It was more like he was in the blood. The clubs that would drink, in the aughts, people were weird and they were like, I'm a vampire.
No, it was even in the 90s too. No, I made the interview with the vampire joke because that was when that movie and book came out. People were really into that for a way longer than they should have been.
Right. And Vampire the Masquerade has a lot to do with it too.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
And people acted like they were actually vampires. And, when I drink blood, I feel a rush. And it's like, yeah, you're getting a lot of iron. Okay.
You're getting a lot of iron. That's great. I was unaware of that with the other connection with the adult films.
Awful. Do you believe in vampires? Do you think Gangrel's a vampire and he's doing all that?
I mean, if he says he's a vampire, I'm going to have to rock with he's a vampire. You know what I mean? Like it's if he wants to be Count Dracula or Nosferatu or whatever, then my friend.
You respect people's what they identify as. I understand.
Sure. Yeah, right. That's me.
I'm sorry. I can't stop. Okay. This is one so far. This is one of my favorites. The idea that Vince McMahon Sr. actually invented pro wrestling, and that anything that happened before Vince McMahon Sr. he made up. Okay. The theory alleges that there was a phantom century that historical wrestling pioneers from the late 1800s and early 1900s, like Frank Gotch, George Hackenschmidt, or the Gold Dust Trio, never actually existed, or they were merely standard carnival athletes whose histories were retroactively altered by the McMahons to make pro wrestling look like a long-standing American. It claims that the territory system of the mid-20th century was an elaborate retroactive hoax. According to the theory, WWE created fake footage, backdated old programs, and hired elderly actors to pretend that they were retired legends from regional promotions, all to build a grand fictional mythology for the company's origin. The theory states that by inventing a fake sporting heritage, the McMahons could market the WWE as a legacy institution rather than overnight pop culture novelty, making it more appealing and long-lasting than other fads of the 1980s. So
okay,
that is the theory on.
Yeah.
And that also, like I said, that goes back to the Canadian wrestlings don't exist. There are no wrestling schools, wrestling and hologram. Like this all goes back to that.
To the holographic universe.
Right. So
the holographic.
I love that theory. I love it. I adore it. I want to cuddle with it. I think it's so great.
It's such a cute little theory.
So they created this history.
Gotcha.
Right.
Yeah. Right. And like, and like they backdated video, and they made
right,
and like newspaper clippings that anybody can pull
when
back.
When they go to play, like in the 90s, when they went to St. Louis, and they're like, "Here's Sam Munchnick, and here's Lou Thesz," and all those people were actors. None of them exist. None of them.
Yeah. Right.
You know, it was all
from the people that brought you the moon landing.
This is my favorite thing of the internet. This is my favorite part of the internet. Just the people who get together and they're like yes-anding each other into this kind of shit. I think it's fantastic. As long as you don't get like violent and weird about it, more power to you guys. One time I was part of a message board where they were tracking or it was a Discord. I don't even know how I got the invite to the Discord, but I ended up on a Discord sometime where they were like tracking a black cloud that they said was traveling over the United States, and they had like pictures of it from every city as it made its way to Washington D.C. because it was actually a biological weapon that was sent to the White House. I remember seeing this, and I just thought it was I was like, yes, let me watch this.
More of this, please.
Yes. I want it. Send me the bit shoot. Let me see it all. Put it in my veins. This is my.
This is my life now.
Love it. Yeah. I love it. So the last level gets really crazy, and a lot of it is stuff that I have to get deep into, and we have to talk about. So we've been saying for a while. I don't know if it's gonna be this week, but that will be a segment over on This Is Awful where we can kind of have a little bit more fun. But for now, let's do a Saturday Night's Main Event. We don't have to spend long on this. I'm going to bring up the match. Give me your predictions. Jake, can you write it down? Do you have a pen or something near you that you can write down?
I can make that work.
Come back to him.
Yeah.
Unless somebody in the chat. Once again, guys, as you super chat, we will bring them up as we've been doing throughout the entire show. We appreciate you hanging out with us. We know you can be doing anything tonight, but the fact that you're here makes us very happy. Make sure you are dropping a like and doing all that. We will have an announcement here towards the end of the show about the future. We're not going any. I mean, you'll see. It'll be fun. And Jake, let me know when you are.
I'm good.
Ready. Okay. So first thing, the whole reason for this is Danhausen versus JD McDonough. He's clearly going to have a bunch of nicks with him. Like clearly, that's this whole thing is about this. I think. Brunson, I think he said, "Nah, I'm not going to do Danhausen. I'll come if you bring Roman." And they're like, "Oh shit, okay, yeah, I guess we can have Roman there." Roman, you're not going to work on Monday. You're going to go to New York instead. Like that's but I guarantee that the whole deal is that it's going to be all about Nick's coming out and surrounding the ring and getting JD McDonough and Dom on TV.
They could finally pay off his big, like, whoever he has under that sheet.
Oh, they could.
Yeah, I mean, it could be both. It could easily be both.
I think at this point they've kind of gotten past that. I think now it's just a running joke because I think I'm kind of buying into the idea that maybe it was supposed to be Baron Corbin. You know what I mean? Like if he actually came back, now I'm thinking maybe they
or
thought,
it could have been
or
it could have been Cass. They're teasing big.
Yeah,
Cass
big Cass. Yeah, they could be big Cass as they're bringing him in. But I mean, I think Danhausen's winning, but I think really it's going to be a schmaz where the New York Knicks get their licks in and they're able to, hit people and it makes ESPN. I think that's the whole point. So I'm going with Danhausen on this. How about you guys?
Yeah, Danhausen's obviously going to win. It'll be a fun New York match for the crowd since he's so over.
And
there.
they put him against the fact they put him against JD and not Dom tells you everything you need to know. I think
right. And JD's one of the best wrestlers in the
yeah. Awful. What are you thinking?
Yeah, Dan, I'm interested in seeing this match, and I'm interested in seeing how he's going to be received. So yeah, I'm interested in this match. I guess. I mean, I just found out it's happening. So,
I was going for prediction.
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 Oh yeah, Danhausen.
Yeah, and we're all going Knicks are probably the reason. I imagine.
Probably. Yeah. Like I said, there's a chance you could have it finally pay off the other thing, but it'll still involve the Knicks somehow.
Yeah. Then we got Bailey versus Heroin Chic, Lyra Valkyrie, who came out last night.
Crazy girl.
She came out last night looking like Fiona Apple, and
that's criminal, Dis.
I'm kind of digging it. I'm kind of into it, like in a weird way.
Honestly, I was more interested in her last night than I've been probably ever. But that's like notch one from notch zero.
Like Lady Raven. You know what I mean? Like she was like scratching herself and like.
What about me? What about Lyra? Yeah, no,
like it was at least an interesting turn, I guess.
Wasn't Bailey supposed to be the crazy one? I don't know.
Yeah, but it didn't work. And Lyra is honestly better at it.
Fair enough.
Like, if that promo is indicative of what we can expect, Lyra's clearly better at being crazy than Bailey is.
Fair enough.
I know she's doing a good job because I was attracted to her. And I kept thinking, and then I knew, oh no, this would ruin my life. Like that's what you know what I mean.
It's like I can fix her. Bring her over. I can fix her.
Yeah. Whenever I'm attracted to a woman instantly that I normally wouldn't be attracted to, I know it's because they're crazy. And she must have done a good job of making herself crazy.
Dislikes the danger.
I don't know. I'm self-destructive. Is the honest.
All right. That's a fair response.
But Lord. Yeah, Lyra's gotta win. After she can't make that big of a turn unless. Okay, you know what? No, I'm gonna go. Lyra loses by DQ.
Okay, I could see that.
I'm predicting Bailey winning.
Okay,
because if she loses, I dare her to go to that place.
She's not.
I dare her. Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
She's got a job for life in WWE. She's not going.
Yeah, no, she's not. There's no. But I think Lyra's gonna win. Actually, I don't think it'll be a DQ. You threw me with that DQ because I hadn't thought about that, but that's probably what's gonna happen. But I'll stick with my initial bet of Lyra winning.
And I will go as far as saying that I am saying specifically by DQ. If Lyra wins any other way, I will not take the W.
Yeah, no, I have it written down as Bailey by DQ.
Okay. I want that to be clear. This match, I mean, I on one hand, I don't really care all that much, but on the other hand, I love to see Fatal Influence kind of getting theirs, so I gotta say, wait, I was confused about what this match actually was. I think is this a 6-woman tag or is this
no? Just Jason.
WWE Women's Tag Team Championship.
Okay, no,
match.
it's because Jake hasn't labeled 3. So for some reason,
no, because I have been numerical order. No, I haven't been numerical order.
Got you. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Fatal Influence has to win. It's time, and they're so over. And they have to go over.
Yeah, no, and the thing is, it'll be because of JC, and that's why she's in the picture because she's the star of the group. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Awful,
that
what
makes
do you
perfect sense.
Paige and Brie Bella go over. This is New York City. Big stars going over.
Yeah. I mean, you're not. Yeah. You're not right. You kind of made, but I already said
neither Bella or Paige are interested in. Not that they can do anything about it, but yeah, they're also not interested in losing the championship belts in Madison Square Garden on Saturday night's main event in New York.
Yeah, I can.
But they're gonna. I think they're gonna. I think them being on the card is all they needed. Like you got them in the door. They've had a great run as champions. I don't see the reason.
Yeah, I don't know these other two broads. So,
Fatal Influence. Fatal Influence has been fantastic on SmackDown.
Yeah, they're great.
They get tons of heat. So much heat, like Dom heat. Like it's
great
crazy.
They were great on NXT. Just fantastic. All three.
The idea, I could even see Nikki coming back and like joining Fatal Influence and kind of be, you know what I mean? Like it'd be in the whole thing where they pitched her and won the titles. So she would fit in with Fatal Influence too. That would actually not be too bad. Next up, we got. I don't know what we can predict. I think this is going to be them sitting at ringside. Then, I don't know. What do you think? Is this going to be anything?
I predict there's going to be a collar and elbow tie up.
This will be the reason that he's around to help Danhausen. Right.
Right. Or just like they're going to have some sort of like Nick celebration. This will be what's big. And that's why I think maybe the Danhausen won't be with the Knicks won't be super involved because it'll be something with this where it'll be.
I just can't imagine them putting Danhausen in New York City at Madison Square Garden and not doing the Knicks stuff. So
and this is just like this is that palate cleanser before the main event.
Right,
get Roman on the card, be in New York. It's fine.
Yeah, we don't need to predict anything here.
No,
and then the main event is Cody and CM Punk versus Gunther and Sami Zayn. Awful. You sticking with your earlier prediction?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Cody and Punk go over. You can't have them lose because then it creates that dissension. But see, again, I'm not the booker. I'm a fucking fan. So yeah, but Jake, I do see Cody and Punk going over.
Jake, what do you got?
Yeah, no, I think the smart move is to have, and the thing is, people say like, "Well, WWE always teases the dissension, that kind of stuff," and they do for groups and different things like that. And there might be a moment or two of it in this match, but I really think it'll be Cody and Punk being a great team, so that when he does turn on Punk, it makes more sense for it. So I think Cody and Punk, they don't. It's not a squash win, but they win pretty handily.
I love the concept that Awful put forward, but I tend to be. I'm good at finding the good in things, but before they happen, I tend to be a pessimist because I think I lower my expectations so that when they're not hard to exceed, right?
Fair enough.
I kind of think that this is going to end up being a no contest. I think that's the route they're going to go. I think both teams are going to go, fight each other and all that kind of crap. So what, Awful?
What if this match takes place like in the few dying moments of the show? Like seriously, they take forever doing their entrances.
It doesn't matter.
As soon as all four,
they can run over.
Yeah, they're on Peacock.
Okay.
They don't have a hard cutoff.
It's not an NBC anymore. They ran over on the last one.
Right. I'm going to fantasy book. I know.
Okay, go ahead. I want to hear it. I'm interested.
This Saturday, there won't be a match. Cody will turn on Punk right then and there. Gunther and Sammy will look there shocked.
You know what?
And they'll go right back to whatever storyline that Gunther's going through with Nick Aldis, but they are going to be the ones that register the shock and like surprise. Like, what is this? You know what I mean? And they'll calmly leave the ring. I know I'm silly.
No, you know what, dude? With ticket sales,
you want me to cross that out and put that as your pick? I like that.
With ticket sales, the way they're going, ticket sales the way they are.
Cody turns Saturday
that they have
at Madison Square Garden. Yes, put it down.
They have to do something big. I can see it. I can see it.
No, I like it. I get you. I see. I'm smelling what you're cooking. I
can see it. The spotlight. You got Gunther and Sammy on one side. You got that ring announcer in the middle, and then
that's how Brock turned on Cody.
Yeah,
but see, this time you don't even see it coming. Maybe the ring announcer is announcing Gunther and Sammy, and then they just pan over to the left or whatever, and Cody's beating the shit out of Punk for some strange reason. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, no, I mean that's
Hey.
why it worked so well with Brock and Cody a couple years ago, because it was, Brock came out at the beginning, you thought he was cool, and then they were getting ready for the main event. The bell rings and Cody's getting ready to walk over, and Brock just picks him up and F5s him. So yeah, you could have it when they're at the ring announcing, when they've got the mics down or whatever. No, I can see it.
Yep.
You might, especially if you were doing
Cody
it as a way
turns
to
at
sell
MSG.
as a way to sell tickets. I really
Right.
think that
As
that's
a way
smart
to
move.
sell tickets.
Mhm.
Right. Yep.
Yep.
I don't. Yeah. Awful. I don't think it's crazy.
No, I don't either.
You know what would make me so? I would make me so mad if that happened, because I don't know if I'd be able to watch Saturday Night's main event before This Is Awful on Saturday. So that would make me very angry if that happened. But what I like about this card too is that it's mostly filled with stuff that is happening but isn't big enough to make it to SummerSlam.
Right. And
You know
that's
what I mean?
what Saturday's
Like-
main event's supposed to be. It's not a PLE. It's like a big mid show to get you over humps of stuff. And
It actually does remind me of the old school Saturday Night main event
Yes.
cards, where you have the one thing that's really supporting the pay-per-view. Then you have a storyline, and then you have a couple things that are going to finish up television stories. That it is very similar to an old school WrestleMania card, or Saturday Night's main event card. So that's kind of neat.
yeah, I like it.
I wonder if do you think? Okay, bonus prediction: does the tag match go on first because it's Saturday Night's main event?
No, they've said it's gonna lead. They said it's gonna main event the show.
Oh,
They're
they
not
did?
doing.
Okay.
Yeah. They did say it's when they booked it.
Boo.
When I grabbed the picture from WWE.com, it said it was main eventing the show.
I like that. I like.
They could change it. I mean, things could change on Friday, but that's what it said on the.
You know what, though?
I grabbed
Actually,
it from WWE's website.
Thinking about it though, I bet Danhausen is probably actually the main event in a lot of people's minds for that show, because
That's why I think it's leading off the show. I think
Yeah.
it's also leading off the show to make sure you get asses in seats too, because if people knew, you know what I mean, people are gonna want to see that to lead off the show.
All right, we are on to our final segment. Unless we might mess around a little bit afterwards, but this is the final planned segment of the show. Did I have anything? No. Okay. So this is, as you all know, you know it, you love it. It is Indie Wrestling Roulette.
Oh, we're jumping right into it. All right.
We are jumping right in. Oh, wait. I have to. Sorry, my. It's being
not the
weird
worst shot in the world.
controlling. So, all right. So let's get this going, Jake. Once again, I have to embiggen my screen.
Yeah.
Here, so if you can keep an eye out for super chats. If you do have a super chat, you have guesses. You're more than welcome to share them. I will read them before I give the answers. But you know what? Let me turn it down a little bit. There's really no reason we need the loudness. So here we go. Okay. So not much to go on. I end up replaying the whole thing, but what happens next? Is it A, a flying head scissors, but not quite? B, the blondie isn't as strong as she thinks she is? C, black hair slips and ends up tripping blondie? Or D, insert weekly disliking butt jokes? So awful. What are you thinking?
I think I like number two. Number
B.
Yeah. Number B. Yeah, exactly.
Go with number C.
Yeah, I'm
Alpha's
going for B.
Number B. Jake, what do you got?
So what's funny is when it stopped, it looked like to me that the blonde girl was trying to go for. I thought it was some sort of like hurricane, flying head scissors. That was what it would have been. So that's what I think she's going to try to go for, flying head scissors, but not.
Letter one, Jake. And
letter one.
Let's find out what is going to happen. Like I said, I started the clip over because it's so short.
No.
Fuck.
That wasn't. I don't think that's exactly what they were going for. So.
No, but
this next one is a classic. And
I was gonna say, I'm like, indie. This is territory wrestling.
Yeah, I mean, it's still indie, but it involves one Mr. Coco Beware. I brought it back a little bit so we can get right to the beginning. Okay, so it involves one Coco Beware and the Dark Patriot, and I'm gonna let it play out here. If you know what this is, because it is a classic clip, please play along. release.
Fall 15-minute time limit match introducing from parts unknown at 208 pounds, the Masked
This Memphis?
Patriot.
Masked
And going
Patriot,
against
sorry.
him
Masked
from
Patriot.
Union City, Tennessee, 222 pounds, Coco Ware. This match will be one fall 15-minute time limit. Referee Jerry Calhoun.
He hadn't earned the B yet.
Nah,
Okay.
he
I
was
stopped
still
it right
N.
there. We got the collar and elbow. What happens next? Does Coco's bird fly into the ring? Is it B, a fan runs in and regrets it? Sorry. Is it C, Coco starts shooting? Or is it D, I said Dark Patriot, but it's Max Patriot, removes his mask and is actually Paul Roma? Who was right last time? Awful was right last time.
Yeah.
So Awful gets to go first this. Actually, Awful, the advantage would be going second. So Jake gets to go first this time.
Oh, all right. I haven't seen this, so I have no idea. I mean, it's super early into it. I would guess it's either going to be C or B. So I'm going to go with C because I don't think the fans are going to run in Memphis because they're not that stupid.
Okay. Coco starts. The fans have run in plenty of times in Memphis. It's tons of times. Awful. What are you thinking? Or do you know?
It's C, gentlemen.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Let's-
and it's a great clip.
I really just wanted an excuse to play the clip. I'll
haven't
be
seen it.
honest with you. I just wanted an excuse to play the clip.
The Masked Patriot. First look at him going against Coco Ware.
Look at this.
And Coco
Look.
Oh.
going after
Oh.
Boy, he
Woo!
is running and
I
swinging.
like that.
Good night.
He's just
He is
beating the
loving
shit out of this man.
Oh, that guy's out.
He's out like a light.
Coco Ware.
He's
just
out on his
ripping the
feet.
Masked Patriot apart.
See, he calls him
Going,
Masked
baby.
I
Patriot.
don't know if Coco was able to see any of that tape or not, but if he was, it had to inspire him
My
to come
gosh.
out
Does
here and
anybody
go
know
really
why this happened?
I think it was because
The Dark
words
Patriot
were
Masked
said.
Patriot?
He is
Yeah,
really
Masked
working
Patriot
on
called
the
the
Patriot.
N-word or something.
Top of the boot to the back. Patriot trying to hang on to the ropes.
I don't think it was that.
Okay, the only reason I said that is because someone said something like that in the comments, and I didn't know if it was true or not. But
You call him boy? Jeez.
Jumping up and down on it.
Yeah, do you owe money for
Coco Ware,
trans?
I guess, as
Good
fired up and
Lord.
going as we have ever seen him.
And the guy still goes up for him. The guy still holds him.
yeah, he's still good. To be fair, yeah.
Drives him down into the mat. And that's going to be at one.
Oh, I love the slap at the end.
Much of a contest.
That was rude.
Coco Ware just totally
Isn't it fun to find out that Coco
Oh,
Beware is
no.
actually like a super tough guy you don't want to mess with, you know?
Yeah,
I
when he
love
was
that.
in
Yeah, I guess if you don't see it coming, I mean, pretty much anybody is a super tough guy.
Yeah, when he gets a couple sucker slaps in there.
Right. When you throw your body at somebody and you're hoping to land at least with
Jesus.
your C4 still in place.
He just beat the shit out of that man.
Yeah, he went straight Roosh style on it.
I did love the slap while he was pinning him. Just
That
like-
was the best. That was the best. And like the guy's even like, oh, come on, seriously? Still?
Yeah. Yeah, he sold the suplex, right? Like he did the whole like thing where he sat up. and
He
did,
held
you
up
know.
for him. Yeah, he lifted his leg. He straightened up. He held. Yeah, that was rough.
So,
totally
we are going on
Oh,
to
no.
this one here. So we're
That's
on
all we
top.
get.
We're on top of a cage. No, there's a little bit more. There's a little
All
more.
right.
So we're on top of a cage. Let's take a look.
What kind of cage is that? Is that what it's like
I
wire?
don't know. Okay, so that's what we got. Okay.
Oh, no.
So what happens next? Is it A, he falls and bounces off of the cage? B, he slips and gets hung up by his pants. He's wearing those track pants. C, they chicken out and end up falling into the ring. Or D, they just stay up there hugging the whole time. Awful, I'll let you go first since you know, why not?
Holy cow. Falls and bounces off the cage. I like A, but
Okay.
something tells me it might be D as well. But I'm going to go with A.
I've done D before. I have done D before.
I bet you
that
have.
sounds bad. Yeah. I was gonna say
Yeah.
that. Don't clip that. Jay.
Oh, that's
Jay,
the worst.
what's your guess?
Worst
You-
short ever. No, I
You
didn't. Here's
can,
the
you can guess the same thing as awful if you want.
Well, the thing is, if the footage was clearer, like on a newer cell phone, I would think he would be hugging because that's what the newer guys do. I think he's got too baggy of pants, and I think that's what he's getting hung up on. Those pants seem a little baggy, and that's always dangerous in something like this.
No, but like I said, everything that I put are things that I've seen. So
okay, I know, right. I think it's newer to have them do the hugging thing. That would be more like, since there was iPhones, this looks like it was shot on a terrible camera.
Oh damn, bro! Maybe we should have put up a poll for the chat.
They're putting answers in.
Here we go.
Oh my God in heaven!
Oh no!
He hit hard, Tom.
I meant.
You think he did?
Wait a second. Hold on. I got to see that again.
Awful was correct. Awful's the winner.
Yeah.
But
that last landing. That landing. What did he do with the legs?
We gotta go through the 5 here, and we will get there.
What happened?
So I started over, and you can see.
That's a broken tailbone. I heard his tailbone break.
I thought that was the back of his head.
Is that side?
No, it was his ass. Watch it again. He lands like
Look,
ass
we'll do one more. We'll do one more here. Oh wait, no, I have to go back a little bit further here.
Yeah, he lands like ass first. Right here, you're good.
Okay. Oh yeah, tailbone. That's tailbone.
Yeah, I think his head goes back quickly too, but he lands straight on his tailbone. And dude, I fell off a curb and landed on my ass and broke my tailbone, and it was like like less than a foot. Like
no,
I
had a friend pull my chair out one time when I was at work, and it was a big joke until I had to. I couldn't walk for like a week,
Yeah, you can't sit down. You're like trying to use the toy. Yeah, it's rough.
It's terrible. It's terrible. Those tailbone injuries, man.
Yeah.
All right. So remember, kids, don't try this at home. Let's take a look.
Oh, this is recent.
Yeah.
That Penta hoodie means this is recent.
So the guy sitting there looking down. He's thinking about it.
No.
He's taking a drink. Needs to get some courage.
Who's got a horn? Is that a French horn?
Throws it back. And now he's ready.
Fugle horn.
So what happens next? He actually hits it, but he needs 2 more drinks before he does for courage.
Does he give Red Bull? Gives him wings?
B, he slips as he's jumping and he bangs his head on the table. C, he can't keep his balance and he falls straight down off of the ledge. Or D, Tony Khan runs in and signs him before he can jump. I will go with Jake this time. Jake, what is your answer?
All right. I've got it 50-50, narrowed it down to 2 of them. I think it's gonna be C. That drink was too much. It was a Four Loko. He can't keep his balance. And he's a Four Loko.
Awful.
D, goddammit.
Tony Khan runs into sign him.
Nah.
He would just call him.
Yeah.
FaceTime.
B. I'm saying B. I've not seen this footage.
So you're saying B, slips and he as he's jumping.
That's what I had it narrowed down to, was B and C. That's what it seemed like.
All right,
or letters 2 and 3. Oh, there it was. You got it, Awful.
So
Awful's killing me tonight.
Now this one's the last one.
But
it was actually so a couple of these were fan submissions. I don't remember who sent me the other ones. It was a while ago because we missed a few weeks. But this one was actually baseball is my favorite season.
Mary. That's Mary.
That's Mary? Okay, that's Mary. So Mary actually sent me this one.
Nice.
So
cool.
Let's take a look. This is from CZW.
She's usually in our replay crew.
Well, you know what? She sent me one that had commentary over it, but I actually found the original clip, so she may look at it.
He's got those mini boots. Look at his boots. They're like mini Iron Sheik boots. That's all he can afford. He couldn't afford the big hooks.
If Mary's watching and she's like, this isn't the clip I sent, I found the original clip because the other one had somebody talking over it. So this is from CZW, and the other guy in this is Steve Macklin, by the way. So
with the boots? Oh, with the American
flag. No, the other
boots?
guy.
Yeah, with the American flag boots.
So here he goes. Look how. Okay, so what happens next? A, he's jumping on. I guess I already spoiled that. He's jumping on a child. B, the table flips and hits him. C, the ref knocks the ladder over by mistake, or D, it turns out he's jumping into a kiddie pool. We will go with Jake first this time.
I guess I'm gonna go with the ref knocking the ladder over by mistake.
Okay.
That
Awful.
Jeez. That's what I had in mind as well.
I'll go
with B. Because I was
gonna say it's those two. Yeah, I can always narrow it down to two. I've just been picking the wrong one. It's gotta be one of those two.
Note that I put table in quotes.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, it was the door. He tried to put it back. Why did he try to put it back?
Like, give it another go.
Steve Backlund rolled off the door, ended up flipping it up, and the door went sideways and hit the guy in the chin.
And there's blood on the door.
Yep.
Is that guy's blood?
Yep. So that is from Mary, and that is Indie Wrestling Roulette. Man, I like that game. That's such a fun game.
I got worked. I got one right, and it was the same one awful. God, I got worked. But honestly, the thing about this game is I never get worked as bad as these people get worked. So I'm always like, it's not so bad. It could have been worse. Oh, God. That hurt my ribs.
Thank you guys so much. If you guys have any... if you guys have any clips that you want to send me, I can't promise you I will use them, but send them over to tooneydiss@gmail.com. The email is in the description below, and I will take a look at them. And if they work out for the segment, I will use them for sure. Let's do plugs real quick, and then we still have a game and announcement afterwards. But I want Jake to be able to get his shit in. So Jake, go ahead.
Oh yeah. YouTube.com/@altjaketakeson. Please come and subscribe. We are knocking on the door of 700. We do a show every Thursday where we review AEW Dynamite in full at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, and every Sunday at 8:05 p.m. Eastern, we talk about whatever's going on. That's it. That's my big plugs.
And Awful, we got This Is Awful over on Saturday.
Yes, indeed. We're going to be talking. Actually, going to be watching a little bit more of the tag team television show with Jesse Ventura and Roddy Piper.
I'm into that show. I wanted to finish it on my own without you, to be honest.
Well, we can do that on Saturday, but also we're going to have Anti-Mark on the show for a few moments to explain his position of last week's video and disagreement that we had. You can check that out on youtube.com/Awful Wrestling.
All right.
Thank you.
And we're gonna let's do a little bit of the game, and then we'll get into the show business here. So, Awful, do you want to explain this game while I get the video ready here?
It's real simple. We kind of played it on This Is Awful a few times. Jake, Dis, and I will name a wrestler. One of us will go first. The last letter in that wrestler's name must be the first letter of the next player's guess of that wrestler.
That's always fucks.
Did I explain that correct?
Yeah, you did. No, I
okay.
This messes with my dyslexia.
Me too, right? Yes.
I'll try.
And Awful knows that. And
it's called first letter, last letter.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's just like my brain sometimes will burp me. Yeah, no, I got like focus.
So
again, I'll explain the rules real quickly. We can name a wrestler. We can name his first name. We can name his full name. We can actually give him a real, say his real name, but you can only say that once. Like if you say Kurt Hennig at one point, you can't say Mr. Perfect.
And nobody can, right? Like it's used.
And nobody can. Exactly. Exactly.
And if we've never done it 3 people, but I think we should do knockout style where instead of starting over, we will keep going until there's only one left.
Yeah, which is good because I have to use the bathroom, so I might get knocked out here. I thought we were gonna do show announcements. I'm like,
Jake, if you want to go do that real quick while we finish, we can do the announcement.
Yeah, so you were gonna start it. Yeah, let me do that. I'll be right
go ahead and do that. Perfect. We'll talk about this.
Yep.
So let's get the official date. When is I had it pulled up, but I didn't have it pulled up yet because I thought we were gonna play the game. Okay, yes. So Tuesday the 4th of August will be the last ever Tooney Talk Wrestling. At least officially. We may come back for fun stuff or random things in the future. But the name, the show on this channel will cease to exist. Now, that doesn't mean that me, Jake, and Awful are going anywhere. We are going to take a little bit of a hiatus to get our shit together, but we will be coming back in September under a new name over on Awful's channel. So if you subscribe to Awful's channel, you're already going to find us. If you aren't, I implore you to subscribe to at AEW FUL Wrestling on YouTube, and you will find this show there. It will be mostly, you kind of know what to expect. Our sense of humor. I've been kind of using the past few months to develop segments and that kind of thing for the new show. And so if you like this show, it'll be very similar to that, but it'll be on Awful's channel. And we are doing that to just so
you know, just so you know, we want to prepare properly.
Yeah.
For us to do this, we want to make this thing as best as we possibly can before we get on the air. So, if you subscribe to my channel, the show, as far as content, won't change that much, but there will be some big changes. That's for damn sure.
The presentation will change. Presentation will change for sure.
And as well, are we going to, because I've been asked several times, are we going to, I'll ask off air. I'm so sorry. But subscribe. Sure.
The main thing that is going to stay is me, Awful, Jake. Your favorite segment will stay, unless your favorite segment is Monet Mag. That's gone. But otherwise, if we want to do Monet Mag, we'll come back and do another Tooney Talk. But otherwise,
I think if the last two Monet Mags didn't kill it, I don't know what will.
Yeah. Otherwise, if you like the show, you're gonna like this, whatever it's gonna be. It's just we don't want to be tied to the puppets. We don't want to be tied to the Glom Gold. We don't want these things aren't ours. We're continuing a tradition that it's not us, And there is a bit of freedom that comes with kind of letting go. And I will admit it took me a while to get there, but I do believe that it is what is best for everything. We're not taking a month off to take a break. I want to make that very clear. Jake will still be doing his 2 shows. This is Awful.
Oh, yeah. Right.
And when I'm not doing Tooney Talk Wrestling, I'm going to use that time to plan for the new show, and whatever that may be. But it's time, guys. I stayed on the channel. I haven't really talked about this publicly. I stayed on the channel to kind of assure you guys that we weren't leaving. I thought that when Marv left, if everything went away, then it would send the message that this is over. We are over. We're not. So I thought, let's take a few months. Let's let me kind of get my sea legs in hosting, right? Let's figure out what we're going to be going forward, and let's use that time to introduce Jake to the audience and to kind of use that as a transitional period. And I think that has been accomplished. And now that we don't need that, I think that it is time. This was not a mandate. No one told us we have to go. No one told us it has to, there's no drama or anything involved. This is a decision that me and Awful and Jake made together collectively in terms of what we think is best for the show. And I think it will be best for the show. I think there may be a little bit of different. I think, and if anything, I think the difference is that we will be a little bit more free. Marv has never given me. Marv doesn't give out mandates about what we can and can't do, but the fact that none of us own this channel make it hard to really explore creatively. There are chances that I won't take on someone in someone else's name.
Right.
But if it's a channel that
well said.
Right. But if Awful is here and Awful approves, I will take those chances. And since we'll be on Awful's channel, we will be more free to do things that I've wanted to do, and things that I may not feel right going to people and saying, "May I do this?" and asking for permission. You know, and like I said, this all since Marv left Tooney Talk, he has given us 0 mandates, but it's just a matter of, you know, as you want to show
respect thing, yeah,
it's a respect thing. You don't want to come into somebody else's house and shit on the floor, right?
Is that what we're doing? No, I'm just kidding.
You come to my house apparently and shit on the floor.
Right on his front porch. First thing he comes home and sees. Come on, guys.
So yeah, I mean, me, Awful, and Jake will be here, and getting towards the end as we move closer, I know that we've been told that Marv and Apollo will hopefully be able to join us for at least one of the last few episodes. You will see Marv has already given us the word that he will do another Monet Mag, so I'm going to hold him to it, and hopefully you guys will come with us on this ride, because I think it's going to be very, very exciting. We have a lot of ideas. We have things we're playing with. We have concepts that
we are going to have a goddamn great time.
Yeah,
this is going to be so much fun, because ever since day one, we've been on Tooney Talk Wrestling. All right. The host left. He's great. There is no animosity or anything. It's just time for us to move on. It's his baby. TTW is his baby. We helped cultivate it. We helped get it on its way.
Right.
He created the damn thing.
And then he put it up for adoption, and then we took it, but it's still not our kid. You know, when you adopt the kid, you never really love it as much. Wow. These are the kind of jokes that you'll get over on the new show.
Yeah. Great.
We're going to do our own channel with blackjack and hookers. No, sorry.
My goodness. But yeah, it's. Are you taking me with you to the new show? Absolutely.
Not only are we taking Beard with us to the new show, Beard is going to have a direct line to the show where anything that he says will appear on screen. So,
exactly.
It will be very I think you guys will have a lot of fun. We're going to be experimenting with some new ideas and ways to memberships, that kind of stuff. So
right, but just wait. I'll ask the question, because I know some people were probably like, well, are we going to be talking about modern news, topics of the day and things like that? We want to assure that our audience kind of knows,
on this show
we won't be taken away, of course, and on the new show.
On when I say this show, I mean the new show.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it's going to go more towards industry type news and less about like news and rumors, right? Mm-hmm. I think that my fascination comes with things like, well, I mean, you will get it, because a lot of the stuff, one of the things that I want to do in the new show is to tie into the website that I'm making, would be taking a closer look at like Sean Ross Sapp and Dave Meltzer and those guys, and looking at what they actually get right and what they actually get wrong, and kind of looking. So that stuff will be there. We're still going to do predictions, because part of the whole new thing is comparing our predictions to the professional people's predictions. That's why we started doing predictions tonight. So we will still have that. If you've honestly, if you've enjoyed the show for the past 3 or 4 months, that's kind of what we're going to be doing with. I will say, if anything, it might actually get more current when I think about it. Like, I think we might be more in term,
and I believe that the show is kind of going to be more interactive, in that people who are on the channel and watch the show,
Discord will be a bigger part of the show too. Discord will be a bigger part of the show. Yeah.
And you'll be able to make your own predictions, and we'll, have that in a quote unquote database, so that when things do happen, or things, turn out some sort of way, we'll at least have an idea of, we'll be able to express your prediction if you were right or wrong as well.
Yeah. I want
a spreadsheet.
Yeah. I basically want us to be the 3 pillars of whatever this
Oh,
is gonna
God.
be. But I think that, you know, Jake's show is when you go over to Alt Jake Takes On, you have the Dynamite stuff, and then you have the more newsy, let's recap the week type stuff over on Alt Jake Takes On. If you want more of the like inside, let's stick it to Meltzer and Sap, you have that here. If you want more of the deep dives and you want the kind of like, you know, the deeper, longer form bits where we sit down and watch an entire episode of Tag Team or look at Wrestling Otaku videos, you have that on This Is Awful. And we are trying to hit every kind of mandate that you guys have. We don't want to make the same show 3 times. And I know that there are people who will complain, like, why don't you guys talk about Raw? Why don't you guys talk about SmackDown? You look, Jake does that. If we do that here, we are just repeating what Jake has done. Okay? People complain and I've seen complaints here. Why don't you guys talk about Neckbeard on this show or Nicebeard on this show? Because Awful does that. We don't need to do that here. This show's going to be something different. And
we're the zoo on Saturday. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, you know what I want also on this show? I like bits. You know what I mean? Like, I like goofy shit. I like that kind of shit. And I've always seen Tooney Talk as kind of a variety show, a comedy show. But if we can also, you know, while we're doing that, it doesn't mean we can't get, you know, cover the news and do all that kind of stuff. We can do it all. But that's, if you want the hottest takes, this isn't the place to go. There's plenty of places for that. What I want this show to be is we are going to be a critique of the industry in general, especially journalism. We are going to look at things in that light, and we're still going to have fun. We're still going to play games. We're still going to do bits. We're still going to have things like you know, when I did the bit of rejected AEW pay-per-view names and stuff like that's what this show is going to be. And if you like that, you're still going to have it, probably more of it, if anything. So yeah, just stick around with us, and we hope that you guys join us. Subscribe today to the Awful Wrestling channel if you aren't. And of course, Jake, I'm sure I'm sure they're all, anybody here right now, I'm sure is subscribed to Jake. But if you're not, what are you doing? Get over there and subscribe to Jake and Awful, and you'll get all of our shows. We're also going to make sure that we have daily videos. So there's probably going to be clips from the podcast. Me and Awful are talking about more long form videos, video essays, even.
Yeah.
We're brainstorming those. So there's a lot to look forward to here. And we hope that all of you will join us on this journey. But for now, Awful, explain the game one more time since Jake had to pee.
Okay. I'll say a wrestler's name. The last letter of that wrestler's name must, the next player must give me another wrestler with that letter as the as their first letter in their name. So, who wants to go first?
I will say real quick, just to address,
we'll start from top to bottom.
This email too.
Sure.
Just because I've gotten this email too. There are no more David Schultz interviews. We've done them all. Okay. There's no.
He's not doing new ones.
I've tried. There are no more David Schultz promos. I have tried so hard.
What about the bounty? You know, the bounty hunter videos or whatever.
We watched those too. We watched those.
Okay.
Yeah, we watched all
shit.
of them. There's nothing left.
That's right. We did.
We did. Yeah. There's nothing. So. But anyway, okay. So Awful, you gonna go first?
I guess so.
The 10-second timer is okay. So what we do also when somebody's taking too long, you say turn on the clock, and we'll turn on the clock. So Awful, go first. And wait, what's the order? It'll go Awful, Jake, me. That sound good?
No, I don't think that's fine too. Yeah, as long as it's one way in our order and that we're lined up.
Awful, Jake, me. Awful, Jake, me. So all right, go Awful.
Rick Rude.
E.
Start the clock.
Ethan Page.
Another E.
E.
Eric Rowan.
N.
You're just doing the clock right away. All right.
T.
What'd you say?
Nancy Benoit. T.
Nancy Benoit. Okay. T.
Oh, so we can just name peripheries too. All right.
Yeah.
So T. The Undertaker.
Okay, that works. So
I'm asking you, does the team
Yeah,
work
no,
that
it
way,
works. It
or do
works.
we have to? Because I had another one. All right.
Randy Orton.
And Nikolai Volkov. F.
Oh, an F. I thought it was Finn Balor.
R.
Oh, darn it. Ricky Steamboat.
T. Terry Taylor. R.
Yeah, I'm not good at this game at all. My brain farts. Randy Savage.
Ooh. E.
Oh, another E. Eric Watts.
S.
Oh, that's
Steve Austin. And
kept with the start the clock. I got nothing, dude. I'm bad at this game.
Okay, Jake's out. In Natty
yes,
Neidhart.
thank you. I'm good.
Natalia Neidhart.
okay. T.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Gurria. A.
Arn Anderson.
Nikita Koloff.
F. Fifi.
Ivan Putski.
I. Erwin R. Scheister.
Ron Simmons. S.
S. I can't believe I can't think of an S right now. Superstar Billy Graham.
Man Mountain Rock.
See, this is why I wanted you to do this, and then I was gonna pee. I was
Kane.
E. Eve.
Oh, darn it. I thought I was going to win. Eve? Really? Okay, fine.
Eva.
Eve
Sorry.
Okay, fine. Eve
Oh,
Torres.
Eve Torres. Okay, sweet. Nice. I'll take it. E.
I'll start over. Hang on.
As you think.
No, I said Eve Torres. It's your turn.
Torres?
Yeah. I'll start it over again.
Okay.
You said
No.
Eve,
Leave it right
and I
there.
said
Leave it right
Eve
there.
Torres.
Steve Regal. Steve Regal.
I thought Eve Torres ended with an E.
It did.
It does.
I said Eve.
You said Eva, or you said Eve, which is a wrestler named Eve, and I said Eve Torres, who is a different wrestler, and then you said,
and that's S. Torres. T-O-R-S.
Yes.
E. No, it's an E. It's an E. Torres ends with an E. It's T-O-R-S-E.
Really?
Well, how the hell am I supposed to know that?
I didn't think of anything like that.
You should have said the letter. Then,
I'm
if
bad
that's
with
the case.
names.
Sorry, I said E.
But I'm
didn't
going
get
with
lost
Steve
yet.
Regal because I'm going with Steve Regal, like I said.
But it ends with an E.
All right.
Oh, no, I didn't.
then-
Okay, they're saying it's okay. Chat said it's an S. We'll go Steve Regals. Chat said I thought it was E.
Yeah, where was the chat to help me out? I got no help from the chat.
Chat said it was an S. So
I'm
we'll
not
go
even
with
looking
S.
at the chat. All right.
Okay, so
I
Steve
wasn't either,
Regal-
honestly. I don't pay
So
much
Regal ends
attention.
with an L, right?
Mm-hmm.
Landy
Yep.
Poffo.
Oh. Omos.
Another O. Oh no, it's S.
S.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I already said Steve Austin.
There it
Oh,
is.
darn it.
There's the game. Isn't that an automatic end? I thought
Steve
that was
Regal. No. Steve Kern.
Gotcha.
This is such good television.
It's an N.
I don't know. I drew a
It's
blank.
a tough one, dude. It killed me too. It got. I don't feel as bad. I'm glad it killed me.
Awful. Good on you. You've lost. You somehow lost. I somehow won this one. But I appreciate you not looking at the chat. I was desperately not looking at the chat, and the chat. As soon as you ended, I looked over and there's 9 N's in the chat of people.
Really?
They're yelling Nick Nemeth, Nick Nemeth.
Oh wow! Yeah, damn it.
He'll always be Dolph Ziggler to me.
Yeah. So, man, I like that game so much. Okay, We're going to keep that energy going all week. You have Jake on Thursday. You have us on Saturday. And you have us back here next Tuesday because we are coming back until the final day. The first Tuesday in August will be the last Tooney Talk Wrestling. But until then, do you guys have anything else you want to say before we go?
No, I'm good. Just subscribe.
All right. So from all of us to all of you, one of the last times you'll hear this. Now get out of here!
Now, bury the platypus, feel the wrath of my thank you-inator! Thank you, you piece of trash.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you! Oh, I suppose you want me to say thank you. Well, you know what? Saying thank you is like jobbing. Thank you! I got a little message. Thank you. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, thank you! Oh, thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you!
Thanks? For what? Hi-ho, from all of us here at Tooney Town. Thank you!
And viewers like you. Thank you.